Wallace the Dog, Phoenix Motorsports, and the Zebra Chone. Broadcasting live right here from sunny San Antonio. It was sunny today. It's going to be even more sunny on the track. We're here at Lmp1 for a 3-hour endurance race. First and foremost, we want to say a special prayer and a shout out to Mackie 10 and of course his band of merry I don't know, cross-dressers, whatever, but they couldn't make it. Hey, yeah, no, the virus is attacking, is getting them, so we just got to keep them in our prayers, especially with Mackie's family right now. So he's undergoing a lot of stress and strain, so hopefully we can give him a good show tonight and kind of release some of that pressure. So Mackie, if you're out there, you're watching, man, we love you, brother, and we're all praying for you, man. So again, with me in the booth, of course, the Zebra and Wallace. These guys, been with me for a while. Zebra, I know you're broadcasting on your stream right now on your channel. You want to tell the world what channel that is? Because I always forget.
So I'm actually not streaming yet. I'm still trying to figure out some stuff. Yeah, you didn't let me set up, so whatever. But don't worry, because once I get it up on my side, we're gonna be doing something. First time in Phoenix Motorsports history is we're gonna be streaming on all 3 platforms. So
there you go.
Phoenix Motorsports YouTube page, my Twitch page, twitch.tv/THEZBRA, and of course the Phoenix Motorsports simulation racing.
That's a lot of words there, buddy.
But we will be streaming. I just have to fix some difficulties on my side. I am getting audio. I'm just not getting mic audio on your side, unfortunately.
Well, we gotta have my beautiful voice on there. So go ahead and take care of your business, brother.
So I'm going to be muted, and while you call the action, while I'm trying to get this figured out.
Well, there you go. I'll go ahead and take control here. So again, on the track right now, we're following some of the fastest guys in motorsports simulation. Texas time 2:14, of course, and who's on the top? The Camel. So if you're just joining us, we apologize for being late, but hey, that's a 6-gun room. So again, you can see we have lots of things going on here. We were going to broadcast this race in conjunction with some of the guys from England. Obviously, that didn't happen as because of all the drama that's going on over there. They're locked down, this, that, and the other. It's just horrible over there. So we want to just again keep them on our thoughts and prayers today. But hey, we made it happen here. We got some of the fastest guys here in the United States, and a couple from Australia. We're gonna put it together. And we're gonna give you all a good time. It's still LMP1, but it's not. We're not gonna just have one car. Obviously, we're gonna have one car, and then we're gonna have another car. But we're mixing it up. It's all LMP1H, I believe it is. So either the Porsche, the Audi, or the Toyota. So it looks like Audi's been the dominant car here. As you can see right now, it's a Camel mixing it up here. He's moving fast and he's moving forward there. Somebody's flashing the lights here. Let's go on board with the Camel. He's a league administrator and, of course, has the Camel League, which I'm doing some moonlighting for him, commentating with him, thanks to One Space. But the Camel's been winning all the practice races, but I think he hasn't yet come up against the guy who's right behind him, and that's going to be this man right here, Texas time 2:14 in the Porsche. So again, deadly as a Viper. Woo! Look at that! Yeah, baby, come on now. Mr. Barnes here is a longtime friend of mine. Of course, all I can tell you is hold on. He is fast, wicked fast, and he's the only driver I know that can, at the end of the race, as a diaper waiting for him. I'm telling you, man, this guy goes back in time all the time. So, time traveler, time machine racing. His teammates here, Spidey. Spidey's been here. He's in the 2-car. He's in the Porsche. He's been racing with me for a while as well. Not as long as Texas time, but when one comes, the other comes. These come as a pair. So it's going to be interesting to see how fast these guys can get going on the track here. I raced with them the other night in a vintage Lmp1 race, and I tell you what, they just blew the field away. So. Tonight they're in some of the fastest cars out there, so we'll see if they can't come in turn and do it again here through the first chicane again with Spy. Here he comes. Let's go ahead and board with him and put some telemetry. Actually, let's do that. If I can get this thing working here. There you go. There, and as he hurdles down the front straightaway here at the Circuit de Sarth into the little kink here, and then it's going to be a hard left-hander. Hard on the brakes here. A flick and another flick. And then underneath the Dunlop Bridge. Now, I'll tell you what, that right there has been the end of a lot of people's races right there. So, we're going to have a rolling start. No, we're not going to do a rolling start. We're going to do a standing start, right? Did we decide on that? He's busy right now. But, yeah, we're going to decide on the standing start. So we're going to go from the start-finish line there. But I would rather go and start here. Right here where they start at the Mulsanne. So It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a long night, 3 hours. So sit down, relax, take a breath, and just kind of chill out with us. Bear with us here because we had to change a lot of things. And I'll tell you what, it takes a lot to put on a show like this across several time zones. You got to get everybody, lined up and gigged up right here. Of course, Zebra's Mr. Spock here, trying to do all kinds of streaming on all kinds of platforms. And hey, man, you know me, I'm old school, man. I just throw it out there like the way it is, man. We're gonna barbecue. I'm not even gonna give you a paper plate. You're gonna eat it right off your hands, man. So that's what it is, and that's what it always will be. So let's move on and see what else we got here. Y'all know Jonathan. If y'all don't, well, y'all are gonna get to meet him here tonight. This guy's wicked quick as well. He's been in and out of my rooms off and on. I met him doing some IndyCar stuff, but he's racing with the WEC in the league here, or in a league here. So not the real WEC. He wishes, but yeah, he's been wicked fast too as well. He comes with some good setups, and we'll see how he can finish off his night. Hopefully in the top 3, maybe in top step. You never know. Of course, we already talked about Spy. This guy right here, oh my God, he's already got a cracked up car. Spoon. Last night and the night before, he races with the Camel League, but he had some good showing, some good running. He was interested in coming, and you know what? I'm gonna give the guy a shot, man. So that's all I can say is, if you come and you practice with us, I'll give you a shot, man. I mean, it's up to you to win or lose, man. I'm gonna give you the best playing field I possibly can. I'm going to make sure that all the rules and regulations are enforced, and the drivers that you race with are clean, and that's going too off there. He's going to get penalized for that if he does that during the race. That's a warning now, but during race time, you cannot cross that white line that he just crossed right there, and yeah, shame on you. You're going to be eating crow there, buddy.
All right, I'm back. So, update. Unfortunately, not working, so I had to switch over to the stream for my PS4, so... We haven't gotten there quite yet. I am getting there shortly, very, very soon.
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, man. Just
right
hey.
now, yeah, we have 2 broadcasts, obviously, over on the lovely Motorsports YouTube page.
There you go. There you go.
Johnny is commentary from and twitch.tv/TGZBRA Zebra. How are things looking, man? Things are looking pretty tight up front.
We are looking pretty good here. Texas Time is taking the pole from, the top step from the Camel. Again, they're going back and forth. Just a shade. Texas Time with a 3:14.437. The Camel with a 3:14.653. So, I mean, you can't even slide a piece of paper between those 2 lines right there. These guys are moving fast, moving forward. I'm talking about Spoon now. Here's Ghost. Y'all know Ghost. He's been in my league for a while there. He also races with RDU, Racing Down Under, with Grant Aiken. This is his nephew. These guys are wicked fast, man. Ghost is probably one of the fastest guys I know. He's a young man. I think he's only 20, 21 years old, something like that. But the young man, he is awesome. I mean, he's a great personality. A little hot-headed every once in a while, but certainly a force to be reckoned with, and somebody to watch tonight. I'm looking for him to make some bold moves, and he really does make them. His motto is, if I see a hole, I'm going for it. If I see a gap, I'm going to try to punch it. So, it's going to be interesting to see if he gets punched or he does some punches. So, we'll see how that goes. Oh, I hear my voice in the background. Right behind him, another fast guy, Dale the Whale. Look at that, side by side with the Ghost racing down. See, they're not even waiting. They're going for it right now, man. They're not even waiting. They're out there pushing the edge right there. Look at that, side by side in the second chicane here. Come on, man. Look at these fools. Right behind a Porsche of, I don't know who that is. That might be Spidey, somebody there, but somebody's coming hard, somebody's coming fast. But look at this, man. This is some great racing or what, man? We haven't even started yet. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be interesting. And it's lights are flashing. I want to keep my eye on this because this might have to be a track, or should I say a Stewart investigation if somebody gets taken out here. But into the no-name straight here. Oh, now Zebra, when he goes out there wide like that, oh, he's around. Oh, what a save. Woo, man. Talk about lightning fast reflexes there. Holy smoke, Batman. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm telling you, where's my nitroglycerin pills? They gotta be around here somewhere. Oh my God, Wallace, he's growling already, man. He knows that tonight's gonna be a night of frustration and anger. Tears are gonna fall, but these guys right here are pushing the edge already with 2 minutes and 43 seconds to go on the clock here at qualifying. Man, look at this craziness, man. He's already got scuffed up on his car and stuff. Whoever's in that Porsche is probably like, oh my God, I don't want to get close to these guys. Now, Zebra, on the entrance to a no-name straight, that little island in the middle there, they got that little, I don't know what they call that, little runoff right there, little edging, little curb thing. I don't know what you want to call that, but little walkway, I guess. where you can park your car. Now they're going to go all the way out there. That's not going to be a penalty, is that? When we're talking about exceeding track limits.
So pretty much, you know, you mentioned that we have turnout track limits for this. And the reason being is because the game is rather strict, especially if we're still paying attention to Ghost as he goes sideways, coming right off.
Right there. Yep. Well, what you did here, yeah.
That last right-hander, if you go just a little bit wide, if your tires barely touch the curb, the game pings you with the penalty. So what we did is we went off, turn off track. Like if you saw Ghost, that was a blatant cut. So like stuff like that, like that's gonna be a no-go. We're gonna see that. We're gonna message them. Hey, that's a warning. Do that again. That's gonna be a drive-through penalty because I mean. Coming up through up over the Dunlap Bridge, like that section, that's really tough on the cars and the drivers. So stuff like that is a little bit more lenient. But going into the final set of chicanes, like that is something that you really have to be mindful. And we can just do a quick ride around with Ghost. It's kind of like a prime example of where the soft spots are. So in the normal game, if you go outside any between these two two outside dotted lines there, and use that as a racing lane, the game will penalize you. In real life, they can use that all they want. So, and we're going to support that as well. But coming into the first chicanes here,
I'm messaging him right now about track limits. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, those white lines before the curbs are fine, but if you go two wheels over the curves on the inside of the chicane, then that would be considered a track cut penalty. So pretty much, as long as you have two tires on the curb, you're good to go. But anything over than that, that's going to be considered a track cut. So pretty much, as long as it doesn't have any curves, you're kind of free to do whatever.
Okay.
So mind those curves, especially going into the last set of chicanes before the start finish line, because that will catch a lot of people out. We will try to do our absolute best to make sure that we judge it fair and square.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we only have 2 cameras, and we can't exactly use replay either. So, I mean, it's an exhibition race anyway. It's not for points. It's all for fun. It's all to bring, I guess, awareness in our troubling times throughout the world, not just here in the States, but like you mentioned, with backing guys over across the pond. You know, just kind of struggling.
Hold the phones there. Hold on. Jonathan taking the top step there for qualifying. Holy smoke! Out of nowhere, did I tell you to watch this guy right here? And there he is, taking Texas time and the camel down there. One shot there. Again, like I said, it could be anybody's race with these top 3 guys. Even the top 4, top 5, anywhere of these guys right here can make a steal. I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but these guys right here are serious. And I'm telling you, man, here comes Texas time. He's got one more shot at it. And the Porsche coming through the Porsche S's now. Where is Time Machine Racers #1 driver got cooking in the oven of speed? Let's find out with 140 seconds left on the clock. He's got plenty of time to cross the stripe, but this is his last lap. This is his last chance at taking that pole. He does not want to get Jonathan start in front of him. Texas Time and I were talking the other day. He said, I'm going to race with you because I'm going to race Jonathan. I want to race him. I want to beat him. And that's what it is. They battle each other out in different series and different leagues, and they're carrying their fight over here. And I said, go for it, dude. Whatever you want to do. Look at that. Oh, man, he's just whipping that car around there.
On board, sorry to cut you off there.
Go ahead.
On board with J-Mutt as he's going to be crossing his time. Let's see if he improves from P9, and he goes to P8. And then Dale, the whale, stays at 4th position.
Oh,
so
man, Texas time. Does he get? Oh, get out of the way, dude. Oh, my God. You moron. Oh.
Well, he does stay in 2nd, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
We are now on board with DJ Vixen. Let me tell you about this guy, man. He's been putting in the work this past week. He does not want to disappoint you. And we're going to be keeping a close eye on him. Currently in P10. Can he improve 3 seconds up from that
a little bit off there. A little bit off there. He does not.
And he does not.
Currently P10. Yeah. Last guy on the spoon, I believe, is on the track here. Oh, he's done.
It is the camel. So can he snag the pole? Can he improve?
Camel with a clean line through there. Here he comes, folks.
Second.
That's too much on the curb there, man. And he does hit the clock, and he does not go up. He stays there. Less than a second separates first, second, and third. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, folks. All I can tell you is just sit back, relax. We're going to get this thing organized here, and we're going to go hard. So with that said, you ready, Zebra?
I'm ready to go. 3 hours at Le Mans. We
Ooh,
have a
man.
full room, 14 drivers.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll tell you
I'm
what.
ready.
Before we
And
go,
just like,
go ahead. Yeah. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna go in here. I gotta make an announcement in the lobby. So guys, just bear with us here. I'm sorry I can't mute you, or else I would. But give me 1 second here. All right, attention drivers. We're about to push the button here. Ghost, we did see you go off. Don't argue the point. We saw you go off. So again, do not overextend those track limits. We will penalize you. We'll message you and tell you to do a drive-through. Yeah. So. Well, again, don't argue with me. Just yes or no. That's it. That's all there's to. Okay, bye. I'm just letting y'all know. Just don't say nothing, man. Don't say nothing at all. Just let it be what it is. All right. That's the deal with it. Okay. So with that said, we're gonna go back up and again, watch your limits. Have a good race. Keep it clean. That's all I can say. All right, we're out of here. We're gonna push the button. Bye. I tell you what, that kid, boy, he's hard-headed, man. He likes to argue with his uncle. He likes to argue with anybody he wants to argue with. If he's not right, you're wrong. I mean, that man, I'll tell you what, boy. Ghost, yeah, man. Ghost, I'll put my foot in his butt, man. Well, I'll tell you what, with the quickness, man. Oh, get out of here, man. What are you trying to do here? All right, here we go. Yeah. That's just...
reminds me of someone.
Yeah.
Bonnie. Name driver Bonnie or Donnie or Monty. Reminds me of that dude from...
back in the day? STA?
Oklahoma?
Yeah. Oklahoma? Yeah, real close to Oklahoma.
Something like that?
Yeah, you know what? Zebra, just wait till we get off the air. All right, boys. Let me say a quick prayer here. Father, in the name of Jesus, forgive us for our sins. Father, we just ask for a blessing over Mackie and his family. We ask for a blessing over England. And we ask for a blessing over all these people around here, Father, especially Ghost. And his negative attitude. Father, we just ask for patience and understanding. We ask for wisdom. We ask for courage. We ask that these men here have a valiant and fruitful gathering here, a race to keep in their hearts forever, and a race to share with the public, and let them enjoy the same thing that we enjoy here as sim racers. So, Father, just continue to shine your light upon our hearts and help us be the men you want us to be. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. You gotta love Jesus, Wallace. You gotta love Jesus. All right. See, he's still arguing with me. He's still messaging me, arguing. I'm telling you, man. Retiring and spectating. Here we go. So back on the monitor, and we're going to watch up front here. Jonathan, Texas Time, and the Camel. Well, I tell you what, I don't know who to root for, man. Both these guys are awesome guys. They're both my friends. The Camel, he's a good guy. I just met him, but he seems like a pretty Ferdinand guy. Dale the Whale, we know Dale. He's been racing with us quite a while now. When he came with us, he came to us when we were doing the Corvette. We're doing the Parada World Challenge. That's when he joined us. Great kid. He's got a good attitude. He's really quick. He's another short-tempered one. The Spy, of course, that's the Robin to the Texas Times Batman. Then we got who else? We got here J Mutt. That's one of the Camels guys. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Whew, boy, I tell you what.
5 minutes at Circuit.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Jonathan starting on the pole.
Yeah.
3 hours. Buckle up. Get comfortable.
With the somebody tried to start there. We got a jump start there. Oh boy. So Texas Time Jonathan gets a crappy start there. Texas Time rockets away in the push-up, man. He punched the hole quick. Here they come up to the first corner here. Oh my God, I'm gonna start in the back here and see what we see. Oh, we got some cars off there.
Oh, we got cars.
Oh boy. Scattering, oh my Lord, talk about a rookie mistake here by whoever that was. That's got to be Spoon under pressure. Oh my God, folded up like wood cardboard. Spoon, Mr. Hayne in the back here, and Mr. B in the back as well. Rosta, Camaro, Road King, who else is there? DJ Vixen in the back here. I think he said his name was Myron or something like that. I'm not sure if he said his name was something like that. I don't know. Then J Mutt and Jonathan all the way back down to P6. Holy smoke. So Texas Time is Spy. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So the losers and winners from that start, 100%. John started on the pole, fell back down to 6, but the winner is Spotty, like you said.
Yeah.
Texas time is Batman and Spidey's
yeah.
Robin.
He's gonna be trying to, yeah, he's gonna try to get Texas time as far as a good lead here. He's gonna try to race these guys behind him here, not to hold them up so much, but keep them occupied while Texas time moves away here. That's gonna be the best thing for them both to do. But we'll see how that works out. Some of these guys are going to be pretty tough to hold up, and that's for sure. Ghost is on the charge right behind Dale the Whale. 2 seconds is the gap there. 3 seconds is the gap for Ghost. 3 seconds all the way down to the Camel down to P5. He didn't get a good start either. He started at P3. He's already lost 2 spots here. These youngsters have got around him. And look at this side-by-side out of the second chicane here. Oh, man. Ripping and tearing here. That's going to be the Camel. He's trying to get somewhere. He's making a move here on the Ghost, or he was anyway. Oh, my God. It's kind of hard to see here in the early morning hours. You just see a flash of headlights, but oh my God, this is going to be a chance.
Just above them, Dale the Whale trying to make a move around the outside around Spidey.
I see that. They're side by side. Dale the Whale, bold.
We have lost Spoon.
Yeah, he's
We've already gone green flag racing, so
that's it. Yeah, realize he probably did he quit or whoa! Who's that, Mr. Hayne? Mr. Hayne with a loose car there. Not very very uncharacteristic of Mr. Hayne here. Rosta pulling away here, but yeah, Mr. Hayne having some issues here. This guy is an awesome GT3 driver. He's an awesome B supercar driver. I didn't know he was not an awesome LMP1 driver.
Goes around. Oh, he saves it. He almost does. Going around and he almost loops it. And tires are cold. Track temperature is cold. It's slick. It's foggy. It's it's a typical six-gun Johnny Rue.
That's right.
To say the least.
Brake temperatures are down as well. So these guys have not heated up anything yet in this first lap here. Look at that side by side again. We got Ghost getting passed here by J-Mutt. J-Mutt's trying to do something here. Let's go on board with J-Mutt. This guy was shining like a supernova last night. We'll see if he can do the same thing here. Wherever. Here we go. Ooh, man, that's Ghost right in front of him there. And right behind him is going to be DJ Vixen. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Get your free DJ Vixen blow-up dolls just because he qualified tonight for the race. Oh, J-Mutt going wide. Ooh, man.
Really push it.
Oh, my
looks like these
God.
cars are pretty tight during the fast corner sectioning. And I know that J-Mutt and Camel may have worked together here on the setup. This is an open setup race, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
it's open setup.
So, you said that you haven't known Camel for that long. I've raced with them multiple times, and this dude is an absolute wizard.
Oh, yeah, I know. I saw him last night, yeah.
And he's just crazy fast, and we see him battling, or trying to hold off Ghost, trying to catch up to John here.
Yeah, something happened to him right out of the chicane. Something happened to him on chicane, on the first chicane. He had to slow down and pull over to the side, or either that or he lost control. But he hit Jonathan by with no issue at all. So something's going on with the Ghost car, or maybe he got a penalty and had to give that spot back. I'm not quite sure, but that's what happened right here. So he's back now behind Jonathan and in between Ghost. So he wants to do something here, and he wants to get away from Ghost, that's for sure. Because Ghost is pretty much a bottle rocket without a stick here in this situation. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, so we did have a battle there for a second. It kind of spaced out there, but this is the first, second, and third is a little under a second and a half. It's tight racing all throughout. We have podium battle, first, second, and third. We have John who's trying to catch up to the top 3 leaders. Then we have Camel trying to close in. And it's just a lot of moving parts. But to kind of take a break from the action, step aside real quick. Johnny, you've been working with these guys the past week and a half or so. You know more about these cars than I do as far as their handling. And as I say that, sorry, we have Dale and Spidey going side by side into the second chicane. And Spidey's still holding them off for the time being. So let's.
That's his job. That's his job. Go ahead.
Yeah. To that in a little bit as we continue to watch this battle for second place. Literally a little under 3 hours to go. It's side by side going in. And the Mulsanne.
Here they go. Dale
was able to get around him.
He did get around him. Wow, he got him on the draft there on the second chicane. Well done for Dale the Whale. Now he's got to move and he's got to stay focused. Dale's again, he gets frustrated easy, but once he gets out there and gets some clean air, he's just got to get his rhythm. I told him, Dale, you got to set your pace. You got to just look in the mirror. Don't look in the mirror. Just look forward, man. Whatever's behind you, you passed that already, man. Just move forward and move fast, man. So he knows what he has to do here. But go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. And Ghost and J-Mutt, they were having a drag race down the main street. And Ghost able to get past J-Mutt. And seeing J-Mutt right now, he's kind of flirting with disaster. He kind of put 2 wheels on that, I'm sure, dewy, damp wet, slick grass just for a tad bit. I know that it was on the straight, going straight, but so that could easily catch a car loose and spin you out into the wall.
Absolutely. You know, these guys here, they know how far to push their car sometimes, but they're still going to take the car as far as they can possibly go, if not farther. They're going to ask everything out of that car, and they expect it, and sometimes it doesn't give it to them. And like last night we saw Jonathan, he ended his race with a 160 mile an hour head on to the wall, just because he was asking a little bit too much from a new setup. So again, you know, a lot of that's experimental, a lot of that's just testing. But tonight they were supposed to bring all their A game, and the test should be over, and everything here should be working fine. So we'll see how hard they push and how far they push. It's still early days here, man. 2 hours and 58 minutes to go. We've only been at it, it's what, 8 minutes, if that. So thanks a lot again for joining us tonight. It's going to be a long race. I think I already said about 10,000 words, but we'll try to slow down and wind down here as the crowd you know, thins out a little bit here. The cars separate, and everybody finds their rhythm and gets into their strategies. I don't really think anybody started with a set strategy. I think they're just going to play it by ear for the first, I don't know, maybe hour or so, or for the first round of pit stops, and then they'll see from there, because everybody's going to have to pit. You know, they're going to, oh man, was that Rosta? What a save there by Rosta. He's getting passed on the outside there. Somebody went way off there. Who was that? That's going to be Mr. B. Yeah, Mr. B almost had to collect Rosta, and went way off into the grass there. It looked like Ryan Whitgate just caught the curb there and almost lost control there, but he held it in the on the track, and wow, that could have been bad. But again, it's going to be anybody's call once the rain starts here. Now we do have rain in the forecast. There's 4 blocks of weather starting up here in the fog. Then it's going to go into a light cloud as the sun rises. Then we're going to get some haze, and then of course we're going to have some light rain. So these blocks are going to be pretty long. They're synced to race. So with 3 hours, you're talking about maybe, I don't know, 30-40 minutes a block. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with 45 minutes or 30 minutes of some light rain. There's going to be some puddles, and as we know, these puddles, there's a couple of them that are just ruthless. They will get you every time if you get out there far enough in them. So we'll see if any of that side-by-side pushes somebody out there a little wide. Maybe they can catch 2 tires in there. Anything can happen to these leaders. Anything can happen to these back markers. The game is always continually be shuffled around here. So we'll hope for the best and expect the worst. But that's the way that stands there. But yeah, Zebra. Well, I'm looking right now at DJ. He still hasn't moved out of that spot here in P8. He's pretty much stuck there. He needs to calm down and relax and get his focus, get his car underneath him, and come into himself here. The first time out of this car, he won. The second time out of this car, he came in, I think, second. So he definitely has the potential, and I just said it's beginner's luck, but you know, he definitely has potential. He, like you said, he's been putting his head down. He's been working a lot. He's been doing a lot of offline work. You know, he's been getting some good results and giving us some good information. So he's got to let that translate into his drive. He's got to stay focused. He's got to stay, you know, looking forward, eyes forward, and head down. And I think he'll be all right. He's shooting for a top 5. You know, he could do better if he just, like I said, just remains calm, remains focused. Some of these guys up front, like Spidey and Dale, Texas, you know, they're not going to be too easily shaken around. But then again, you have the Ghost up there. You have Jonathan up there. You know, these are some wild card guys. They're not dangerous. Well, got a Ghost is a little bit, but these other guys, you know, anything can happen. They're new dance partners. When you dance with somebody new for the first time, inevitably you're going to step on somebody's toes. So you know, we'll just see how that all plays out. You know. Right now, DJ could be in the best spot and let the race come back to him. So we'll see how all that plays out. Like I said, early days, 2 hours and 55 minutes to go. So again, 6 Johnny, the Zebra Tron, and Wallace the Dog, broadcasting live right here from the Fortune of Speed with the Ministry of Speed, Phoenix Motorsports, and Racing Stripes TV. What is it? Racing Stripes Racing? What do you call it? Man, I did like so many logos for you. You're not?
Yeah, I'm not going by Race Stripes anymore.
Oh my God!
That's it.
The Zebra. The
Yeah,
Zebra. All right, well, there you go, the Zebra TV. That's right. So let's get off this crazy guy here. What did he say his name was? Byron. He told me his name. He says, just call me by my first name. I think it's, what did he say, Pluto Myron? Or he said some kind of weird name, but he said, yeah, so my friends can know who I am, because they don't know DJ. Well, you know, DJ, I'm going to just call you DJ. So if anybody knows his name, message it to me on the screen here, so I'll know. But yeah, let's move up to the front here. Texas Time still leading him around here with a 2-second gap over Dale the Whale. You know why they call him Dale the Whale? I don't know, but his girlfriend does. He said his girlfriend gave him that name. I was like, yeah! I said, who gave you that name? He was my girlfriend. I was like, woohoo, yeah. Here is a 3-woman Monster 12 Motorsports Madness here. It's Texas Time, Dale Will, and Spy. Look at this. Oh boy, Dale Will trying to make a move here. Can he pass Texas Time for the lead? Oh my God, Texas Time is shaking and quaking. He's got to keep his focus as well. He knows that Dale's going to try to take any shot he can to get in there. Look at that, there he goes. There's Spidey. Snake shot Spy and gets between him and Texas Time. Oh, he's off. Oh my God, he's off. And that puts Dale Will back into P2, but Spy just couldn't roll that thing up in the draft there and locked him up and slid up into the rocks there, but it looks like he's okay.
Spidey, that was John. That
was it? Okay.
Yep.
No, hold on.
You were looking at the wrong people.
Okay.
Texas
No,
is 2.5 seconds ahead.
No, I know it was in Texas, but I was looking at Dale actually, and I saw that going behind him. So you're right, it was Jonathan. I guess where did he show up from? He just came out of nowhere in the draft, I guess. But wow. So there you have it. That's why I wanted them to get out the cars, but they've been testing in these cars, so that's what they're comfortable in right now. But look at that gap right there between Texas and Spidey. They moved away from Dale. 3 seconds is the gap between Dale and Texas. Spidey's at 3 seconds as well, so behind them is going to be Jonathan at 5, and then the Camel at Jonathan 4 now, Camel at 5. So the Camel's fought his way back up to the front pack here. So 5 seconds is really not that far. It may seem like it's a long way, but it's really not. I mean, in a flash of an eye, you can be right there. So
look at this amazing drag race from 3rd and 4th. Spidey and Dale have just been swapping places. And the question I wanted to ask you is, you've been racing these cars, guys, for about a week and a half.
2 weeks, absolutely.
What exactly goes into these cars? I know that they have ERS, they have buttons that you can push and manage, some extra boosts to the front wheels to make it go faster. What are the challenges that the driver faces compared to, say, racing with a GT3 car?
Well, these are hybrid cars, first of all, and these hybrid cars are mechanical or engineering wonders already. They have 2 power sources. They have the electrical power source, and they have the normally combustion engine type thing. So these things generate power and they save power under braking, and so they use that power in turn to boost the cars in its run mode. Like now, if you're looking at the here, let me bring it up here. If you're looking at the speedometer here, underneath it where it says miles per hour, you see that little blue bar there. That's how much juice he has. That's the saved power that he has. So as he can apply that anywhere on the track and get up to 10 miles, 10 horsepower, 15 horsepower more. And so you'll see some of these guys just shoot by at these incredible rates of speed because they're on the juice and they're rocking it by you. And so you want to save that to the right time. You want to save that for the move. You want to save that for defensive. Somebody's going to catch you and pass you and hit that button and scurry away from him. There's different reasons you want to use that boost there. But they're going to have to monitor that. They're going to have to monitor their temperatures. They're going to have to monitor this is an all-wheel drive car. So they're going to have to monitor the front differential. They have a lot of work to do here. If you look at the steering wheel, that's nothing compared to the real life. These real life cars, they look like freaking F-16 fighters inside there. I know I've seen them several times up close and personal. These things are just, like I said, they're mechanical feats of wonder. And it's very difficult to drive with these cars. It's almost probably more difficult to drive this car than it would be in a Formula 1 car, because you're in this a lot longer than a Formula 1 car. You're racing at night, which Formula 1 does not do, unless it's under the lights. But these guys go out in the pitch black here, the Mulsanne, and they're doing 200 miles an hour. Look, he is right here, side by side. Maybe the rain, so you really got to pay attention to what's going on here, man. They're fast. They have a lot of downforce. And you can come up on a slower GT3 car like nobody's business, and we've seen that at Daytona, where we had an LMP1 just destroy that Ferrari and hit it at full song because the Ferrari had broke down trying to get up the road, and LMP1 couldn't see it. He was in the sun, traffic was in the way, and when he shot around the slower traffic, there was that Ferrari right there, and he hit him. Look at that side by side at the draft. So these cars do a lot of drafting. Wow, man, that was Jonathan now coming up to the fight here. He's in the fray now, and right behind him is going to be the Camel. So the Camel and Jonathan are working together, and that's what you need to do, is work together, push these guys up. You don't want to be trying to pass them, but you want to drag with, or you want to draft with them, NASCAR style. You want to get up there. You want to use both cars' energy to get up to catch the leaders. So once you get up to the leaders, you can slice and dice. But right now, the slicing and dicing back here, all it's doing is hurting you. It's keeping you apart from gaining any kind of ground. As you can see, Texas now is 5 seconds away from Spy, who's probably battling it out with Jonathan now. So when Jonathan comes up there and starts battling Spy, that gives Texas time even more of an advantage. So again, you have to use your head here. You have to decide, pick your fights, I guess would be one way to put it. But again, these cars are really tough to drive. Some of these cars are even more difficult than the other. I would think the most difficult one of them all would probably be the Audi. There's a lot more engineering involved with that. You know, they even came out with another version of it, and literally was out here for 1 year, and they didn't even take the track, and then they quit the program. But I mean, the car that they had at the race, I know Alan McNish, I know Dr. Ulrich. I got to look inside the car, I got to sit inside the car, and it is just ridiculous. I mean, there's more buttons and switches and you know, all kinds of safety things that you know, don't hit this, don't do that. I mean, ejection seats, you name it, man. It is just ridiculous. And how they learn that, do battle, and you know, be able to monitor all these little switches and dials and knobs. I mean, you got to be a PhD, man, for real, to drive one of these cars. You just can't. A lot of these guys, I want to be another P1 driver. Oh, man.
Oh, huge crash! Sorry to interrupt you, but we had a contact, big contact.
Where?
With and Rosta. Mr. B kind of getting in the mix. I don't know what happened, just caught to the very end of that, but looks like Rosta J-Mug got into the back of Rosta, come out of Indy.
Oh my God.
And just beat up that multi-million dollar headlamp. That probably cost more than an average house here in the US.
For sure.
But, so I don't know if there's going to be any damage on his car or not. It seems to hold it pretty well, but Rosta kind of getting the
back end here, yeah.
There. And also some development news as well. Dale the Whale dropping back to 12th. He was battling. He had to stop in the pits for something, so I don't know if he got damage or he wanted to switch to a different compound of tires or not.
It's possible. It's possible, yeah, because he's back, well back. So I'm looking at Rosta here. I don't see any damage on his car, but they're coming through the chicane. Somebody's coming in the pit here. It looks like it's going to be. Hold on. Who was that? Somebody's coming in the. I saw somebody coming there. Who was that? I guess I'm not. Yeah, there it is. Just J-Mutt. So J-Mutt's pulling in the pits here. Don't see any damage on his car, but let me see the front end. It looks like he's all right. Wonder what he's got going on here. But visually, I don't really see too much in the way of damage. But anything could happen. Like you said, it could be switching to a different compound, which is you know, always something you want to think about. As it's still foggy here. Like I said, you know, these blocks of weather are going to last a little while. And you're gonna have to deal with each as it comes out. Whoa, man, Mr. Hayne, and you know, just getting slicey and dicey out there. You gotta get comfortable with the car, man. These cars respond a whole lot different than those GT3 cars, man. Those GT3 cars are like school buses compared to these cars. You know, you flick to the left, flick to the right. You're gonna go. The rotation is almost Formula One style. It's half of a regular wheel. So for every degree, you're doing 2 degrees, you know. So at 15%, you're doing a 30% turn. At a 360, you know, you're doing a donut basically. You have to watch the rotation. You have to watch the input. Everything here has got to be really carefully thought out and orchestrated. All your moves and all your expended energy inside the car has to be right on. So let me get back up here, and we got a nice little battle here in the back here from 4th, Mr. Hayne, then Rosta. Get out of this camera view here. Okay, so here we go. Mr. Hayne right behind Rosta, then Rosta right behind Road King, and then there's Mr. B right there leading this pack along. So let's stay here with Mr. Hayne as he tries to close a gap here on Rosta 236. I have both of them say ROA. One's Road King and one's Rosta.
I was just about to bring that up. Currently, Road King is part of Rosta. So
okay, yeah.
I would really hope for the next project cars they get that. So
yeah.
you can see the full name.
If we would have been on broadcast mode, it would have been on there. But broadcast mode it limits us too much to what we can do here. They need to improve that as well. So look at that. Go ahead.
It doesn't limit us. It limits Johnny.
That's it.
He likes to have total control.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, baby. There you go. All right. Well, hey, we see your comments here. What are you saying? Let's find out. We can answer some of those questions, comments, and concerns that you have there. But if you're just joining us, thanks a lot. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. You know, we're here racing, man. You know, again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Mackie Tanner and his group. Little Sissy Racing from the UK. They just couldn't get it together tonight, man. You know, they saw the dominant performance, the juggernaut called Phoenix Motorsports, and they folded up like wet cardboard, man. That's the bottom line, man. You know, if I would have brought guys like David Curry, you know, over here, the Dragon, and even Texas Town would have been shaking in fear. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay, well.
Well, your people asked me to watch the battle for second.
Okay.
Which, you can't see on my side.
Well,
so
here we
I
go.
do have the battle for second.
Okay, here we go. Second place, Jonathan and Spy. Who is this here? God bless you. Jeff, okay, bear for a second. All right, I see you. Jeff, let me get my glasses so I can read what you're saying here. I hope it's not bad. Jeff, just be nice to me, Jeff, please. 1 second here. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. Nope,
Don't worry, I got both in your mind.
All right.
I got both in your mind.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, handle that chat real quick while I lift my glasses, because I'll tell you what. I lost 2 pair already. I know Wallace had the last pair, man. I know he did. I know he had them. Yeah, he's using my glasses too, but yeah. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'll find here in a minute. But let's see what you got here, man. Can I read it? Can I read it? Yes, I can. I hope you're enjoying the show anyway. You know, yeah. We love doing this, Zebra and I. It's a lot of fun here. So, M Damage, yeah. Jeff, thanks. Okay, I wish I could have raced. I know, brother. Damage. I would have let you, man, but you know. It's complicated, man. I had the guys that were trying to come in. Again, it's a elite thing. You know, we're the priority. Yeah. Sorry, man. But if you would have let me know yesterday, the day before, I definitely would have got you in for sure. You know, you're a good racer, and I appreciate you letting me and Rosta come into your room and race with y'all guys. I know we're slow, but hey, you know what? We have fun, man, and we really appreciate that. So we still got that battle going on. Here's John trying to put the pressure on Spy again. Spy. Man, he's doing a great job of holding up the rest of these guys here and letting Texas get away. 6.8, 6.7 is the gap between Texas and Spy. And yeah, wonderful, man. These seconds, the farther the margin is, the safer Texas is, and you know, the more he can focus on what's in front of him and not what's behind him. A great pairing these two are, almost like our Anthony Johnson and our Eric Garcia. Whoa, Spidey, the dirty air there in the Indy, almost lost it. Holds on to it here.
No, that was John.
Oh, that's Johnson. Yes, my bad, Johnson. I wonder if his tires are falling off. It looks like he's got some lag as well.
I don't think that's lag. That's just coming off our stream.
Oh, you think so?
All that other stuff. So he's running smooth. I'm sure he's running smooth on other people's screens. It's just coming janky because we're streaming. So,
wow.
It might be best to probably go on Spidey than John.
Well,
so I mean, these two have been battling all race long, it seems, and we've only been racing for a little over 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So,
woo, man. That wasn't janky. That wasn't janky. That was straight up going off the track.
Really wide. Try to use every little bit of the track that he can.
Look at this. Oh my God. He is putting the pressure on Spidey for real. He wants to get around this man with a fervent passion, man, and cannot get it done here. And again, the gap grows here. Let's move back just a little bit. Look at DJ. He's moving up the ladder here. Old Myron himself here. Helmet Myron, I think his name was, up to P6 now. So he's picked up 2 spots here. Yeah, he has to beat up those senior citizen Jay Blodgett, and of course probably tripped up Rosta, man. You know, come on.
Oh, Ghost going into the pits now. And Camel into the pits as well. So looks
like Ghost has a light punch dive here. Yeah, Ghost got some damage definitely on his car here. They got front end's a little bit shorter than it was when he started. And you said Camel in the pits?
Oh no, that's Camaro. My bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Family Motorsports number 2 driver. Yeah, here he comes. Right. There he goes. Little B, that's the son of Mr. B, which is in 7th spot here. Little B not practicing with us a lot, struggling in the back here. So 3 hours is a long time, little buddy. I hope you stay with it. And we've seen him do well in Formula 1. His best finish in Formula 1 was the top 5. He's won a couple of races in the Ferrari Challenge, Lamborghini Super Trofeo, and I believe some GT3 races. But LMP1 against guys like Texas Time, Spidey, the Camel, Jonathan, that's a whole different banana peel. So with that said, we're going to move around here. Why are people coming in the party here, Zero?
Did you not make it private?
I did not make it private. That's probably why. Let me see if I can do that right now. Can I? Are you sure? Okay. All right. Yeah, I did not know they were just helping themselves to our refrigerator while we're over here doing our thing.
Be running over a cone there, and just still trying to fend from John. And with that, while Spidey and John are battling, the Camel's going to try to come right back up. Here's the thing. I know that you covered some of Camel's races. I'm sure you've seen how Camel races. But to physically experience racing against Camel,
you have to talk to Winspace about that. Yeah, you have to talk to Winspace about that, because those guys race. I mean, they're brilliant. It's like chess with these guys.
Oh no,
man.
yeah, I've raced against them. To tell you a story about racing with Camel is we were racing the thing we're racing touring cars. We're in the BMW because he hates front-wheel drive cars. So there's no front-wheel drive. So we're all racing the BMW because it's the only rear-wheel touring car. And him and I had an amazing battle at Spa that ended in controversy. It was actually ultimately my fault, which I apologize to. But man, it was a hard-fought battle.
Whoa, he goes wide there. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was one of the rare times I actually sat down and worked on a setup.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was able to beat him. It was amazing.
Well, that's a good feeling when you beat somebody like that, or like Ray Rawls, maybe. Remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Remember that? Yeah. The whole world knows that. That's the first time you hear Zebra just bust out, just let it all out, because you fight a guy like Ray Rawls, which is a Formula One superstar, in anybody's platform. You beat him wheel to wheel down the front straightaway on the last lap. You done something, and you done something big, man. And Ray was, he liked a good battle, and he said Zebra's never going to beat me again. But Zebra ended up winning 7 that year, that season. So it was a great stuff, man.
I would like to think that was my prime. I've only gone down since because that Asian stretch of I think I won at Japan. I won at Malaysia, and I think I won one more. I can't remember, but yeah, I think that was my peak, and then I've been sliding down ever since. But,
Jonathan is all over the place here, man. I'm not trying to cut you out here, but Jonathan's car looks like it's just everywhere. I'm watching this battle here, but that allows the Camel to come up right behind him. So now the Camel and Jonathan need to mount an attack here on the Porsche. That's going to be that's the only way they're going to get around him. Oh, Camel goes way wide there. Whoo, man, in the draft, I'll tell you what, this dirty air is rowdy, man. I mean, it's just taking drivers way out there. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be right behind somebody in the draft like that, especially when they come out to the corner, man. You want to stay off just a little bit to the, one side or the other, but you don't want to be right behind them because, it's just going to suck you right off, man. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going out in the dirt. So thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you guys kicking on. I really appreciate y'all coming around here, hanging out. It's going to be a long race. I wish I could get a lot more of y'all in here. We may do another one of these again. Whoa, man, Jonathan, way to the wall there. But we're covering this exciting battle up front here, man. It's actually this is second, third, and fourth. Texas time is gone. He's checked out. Time Machine Racing into the second chicane already. Spidey is on his way there now. So as you can see, a substantial gap has already opened up. 6 seconds is the gap. Oh boy, again, Jonathan is just in that dirty air. Spidey's just wheeling that thing up, trying to get away. But Jonathan's holding on like a little dog with a big bone, man. He does not want to let that thing go. And hopefully he'll make the pass clean here, and we'll see some more side by side with Texas time here. But just again, I wish we could do some more racing with you guys that are out there. I know some of these drivers are watching right now that couldn't make it tonight. Again, my apologies. Look how wide they're going right there. That's we're not going to consider that a corner cut, not a corner cutting, but a track limits violation there.
Yeah, no, but I have been keeping an eye on John. He's been pushing way wide. Deliberately coming out of the last left-hander of the Porsche as they go side by side for a little bit. John does take over second place, so if we see him do that again, we are going to throw him a warning.
There you go.
If he does it again.
Whoa! Oh man! Oh, he come back down. He came right down on top of Spidey. That may be something that the stewards want to look at there, because that was a little bit rough there. And again, he real rough with Spidey right there. Oh my God, man! Wow, wow! You might want to throw him a message or something like that, warning rough driving or something like that, because that's pushing it a little bit too hard there. But
I wouldn't say that. I saw the line he took. He's been consistently running that high line coming out of Indy. I think Spidey may have saw that as kind of an opening on the inside, and if they would have came together, I would have chalked it down as a racing incident. But yeah, I've seen John consistently run that high line throughout the entire race. Well,
officially, the rules in World Endurance state that a driver must maintain the same line, consistently. Now, as the tires fall off, of course, you're having to adjust your line, but a radical change in line like that is definitely frowned upon. So, like you said, it could be that he just something happened there with his car, maybe his setup, maybe he had some kind of difficulty. But he's around. Somebody's right here. That's Spidey around. He just lost control all by himself there. I wonder if he's got no puncture here in this game, but he's definitely lost some kind of control of his car there, just locked him up and just went sideways there, right underneath the Dunlop. So interesting change of events here. I wonder if all that argy-bargy there with Jonathan has heated up his back tires, or he's just lost some kind of downforce, maybe some contact that we didn't see. Whatever's happening to his car is definitely affecting his drive now. So yeah, Spidey no longer the shield between him and Texas Time. That opens the door and allows Texas Time 214 to be a target now for these guys like Jonathan and the Camel, the Camel, and they're coming for sure. Who else is there? Spidey. So DJ now up to P5. Holy smoke, man! Really? Oh, Myron's moving up, man. Oh, man, trying to get somewhere. Wow.
I mean, yeah, I've even said it that the DJ was going to finish 5th regardless, and yeah, it's as long as he stays consistent and clean. I mean, he's by himself, but he's been consistent and staying out of trouble. He doesn't have to be the fastest; you just have to be the most consistent.
That's it.
Which is why, and consistency wins championships.
That's right. That's right.
The GT3 Gunslinger Series, what won that
That's right.
championship? Consistency.
That's right.
So.
That's it. He who stays up the wall the most is probably the one who's going to win. He who stays out of trouble is probably the one who's going to win, man. You got to just hit your marks, drive your own drive, man. Race your own race, man, and just stay clean, stay focused, and stay determined, man. And you'll get somewhere. You move on down the ladder here, or move up the ladder, whatever. But so I'm at P7 here. Is that Road King or is that Rosta? I believe that would be Road King. Let's find out on the timing score.
The timing, it's going to be Road King in 7th.
Road King. Well, last night he said he needed to learn the track a little bit more. Looks like he's been practicing today. He's mid-pack right now, which is pretty decent considering the group that's in here. What I'm really freaking out on is surprised that Mr. Hain is down here P10, man. This is not very uncharacteristic of Mr. Hain. Father of David and Adam. Todd and Adam Hain, two of the fastest guys in Motorsports Simulation, and he's coming in the pit now. So, is he? Yeah. Who was that? Somebody was coming in the pit. I don't know what I saw. But no, I guess not. But Mr. Hain, there he is. There it is. I knew I saw him going there. But Mr. Hain struggling here. I wonder if he's going to get full fresh and splash of gas. He's got 45 liters, so he's still got some fuel left. We'll see how that all plays out. But again, a great driver, but not sure what his problem is. We'll talk to him afterwards during post-race interviews, and that's going to be interesting because we have a lot to talk about. It's going to be a long interview session here. So again, it's going to be a long night of motorsports. I hope you're enjoying the show here. Again, leave some comments in the box here, and Zebra will graciously answer them if he can. Yeah, we really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. We make some mistakes. We're not professionals, man. We're just two guys out here who love racing, and we talk about it the best we can, and we try to bring you the correct information. If we make a mistake, certainly feel free to correct us. Send in your input. Be nice, of course, but but certainly help us out here. We want to give the best show we possibly can to all you guys out there. I know Zebra does, and I know I do too, man. So again, thank you for joining us. I hope you all stay healthy. Cover your mouth when you cough, and wash your hands wherever you go. So with that said, again, there's Mr. Hain. He's out now, and right in front of him, Ghost. But Ghost is a substantial way away. There's J-Mud. He's moved down the ladder. Road King, Dale the Well in P6. Now, what happened here, man? He had to pit. Something happened to his car. He was in the battle for the lead there, and now but look how fast he's going through the S's here. So he's trying to catch back up, but wow, I mean, he's way back. He is 1 minute and 8 seconds back. That's what is it, about a quarter of the track, more or less, about that far. So he's a ways back. But I think if anybody can catch up, it'll be Dale. Dale's got tremendous pace. He could use some of these cars as a pick, get a draft, get a pull, manipulate the situation wherever he can. He got to step the curves first of all, and he'll be getting somewhere pretty soon here. So it looks like the fog is thinning, which means we're going to be starting our next block here pretty soon here, which is going to be medium cloud, I think it is, or light cloud, something like that. And then after that, of course, my favorite, haze, and then rain, 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 rain. It's going to rain. So probably somewhere in the second hour, we're going to get some rain. Stick around for that. That's going to be interesting. Zebra, man, I'll tell you what. We've been here at, 35 minutes already. And Texas Time leading so far from the drop of the hat, man. Just pulled the rabbit out of the hat. Just beat down Jonathan, beat down the Camel, which they've worked their way back up to.
I wouldn't say beat down yet, because you look at the lap times from last time, and John is 2 seconds faster than Texas.
Let's take a look at that. So we're
hello
looking
from the Camel's wife as we're on board over on my side from Camel.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so Camel, your wife's watching, and I'm sure she loves you. I'm proud of you.
Mrs. Camel.
Who's currently in third, Sebastian? It is the Camel. It's literally his name. As we see in the time means it's the Camel. And I am the Zebra. So, good thing that I'm not racing, or else we'd have 2 ROAs and 2 THEs. So that'd be extremely confusing. So
there you go. Well, as you can see here from the timing scoring that I have on my screen here, it's Texas time. Jonathan, the Camel, Spidey, DJ Vixen. Wow, can you believe that? DJ in P5. I'm so happy for the young man behind him. Behind him, Dale Durrell, J Mutt, and Road King.
Dale is 9 on the rear end of DJ Vixen.
I am watching that. Yeah, this is going to be a match of egos. Dale wants to get around DJ. DJ wants to do well. Is he going to let him go? Is he going to force the issue? I would let Dale go. Dale's definitely a quicker driver than DJ. DJ's got heart, but Dale's definitely got pace. So Dale's going to try to get around him. DJ knows he cannot block, which he did not do. Well done, excellent, and just lets him go because there's no point in holding up somebody that's going to be faster than you. We've talked to DJ about this several times. DJ's trying to get back there. He's in the mix still. He doesn't want to Dale go. Again, this is going to be a battle of pride here, man. But these young men are definitely good, strong drivers. They got good personalities. But again, you got to pick and choose your fights there, young man. You can't just battle a guy like DJ, or excuse me, a guy like Dale, who's got lots and lots of experience, man. He races a lot with Texas Time and these other guys, he's just got a little bit more in the way of speed than DJ does. But again, DJ has a lot of skill. Yeah, he's a very skillful young man. He can take this car to victory lane if he just plays his cards right. And fighting Dale the Whale right now in the fog is not playing your cards right at all. But I'm going to take a quick break here. I'm going to let Wallace the dog take a little break. You keep it on the mix here. I guess I'll put the car on. I don't know. You pick a driver here, Zebra.
Let's go ahead and keep it on. Well, actually, we have our first round of pit stops going on. Fuel is getting low, so looks like that the drivers can last about close to what is that? About 40 or so minutes.
Yeah, 35 minutes.
On a tank of gas.
35 minutes, yeah, right around there.
So, for those of you watching on 6 Gun Johnny stream on the Phoenix Motorsports Racing Simulation YouTube page, I just dropped a link to my Twitch channel, which I'll be streaming from my end as Johnny takes a quick break. I'll go to the restroom, grab a cup of Joe. I'm
going to let the dog out. I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be right back.
You let the dogs out.
That's
it's going to
it.
be Johnny and then Wallace the dog.
Mr. B is gone. Lost power to the house. Joining the booth if it comes back on. All right, so Mr. B, we might have somebody upstairs with us here, so be looking forward to talking to him soon. So, yeah, Mr. B, wow, that's terrible. But come on back up whenever you get a chance. I'll be right back.
All right, so now you guys get to hear my smooth, sweet, silky jazz voice. This is the Zebra 94 streaming on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/THEZBRA. And, well, not a lot of action going on at the moment. We have our 2 leaders, Texas Time and Spidey. They're going to be coming in probably in this coming lap. They may even dare try to stay out for a little bit longer, but I highly doubt that they're going to be able to last one more lap. So you can kind of expect the pit window to be around 40 or so minutes, depending on how much hybrid boost that they use. I'm not sure if that is on auto or manual or not, but we take a look over on Texas Time. The Speedo, it does have a number for that little lightning bolt. That's 232, and that's how many times he has left to press that. And once all that is left open, or once that's reached to 0, that means you have no more boost essentially. So pretty exciting stuff. But right now the close thing we have is J Mutt slowly closing up on DJ Vixen. The big winners, I would say, in the first 30 or so minutes for most definitely Spidey. Kind of started down around midfield, upper midfield, and now he's been steadily in second. And also argue that DJ Vixen kind of started in the back middle half of the field. He's currently up in 6th position. So going to be interesting. It is an endurance race. Very excited to see that battling. for the lead as long as we did, but it's going to be a long, long night. And Albie, thanks for stopping on by. Hope to see you in our future endeavors. As far as the future for Motorsports, we just got done wrapping up the GT3 Gunslinger Series. We crowned a new champion. It was a fun series to cover, very intense. We've had some highs and lows for sure. More highs than lows, but it does feel good to finish that. It's a big contribution for all of us. As J-Mud gets around DJ Vixen, not a problem, and so good for him. We have another battle back here. This is Rosta and Go. No, Road King and Ghost, excuse me. This is Road King and Ghost, but Ghost kind of checking out on him as they go along. But we expect Texas Time and Spidey to come in this lap. They should have plenty of fuel to make it happen. Again, going back 6th and 7th, DJ and J-Mutt drag race down, going into the Porsche S's. Who's going to give way? Looks like DJ's going to take over. J-Mutt throwing it in there deep. How well each driver can do. DJ kind of putting his left front tire on the grass, trying to get that little extra bit of rotation around Porsche S's, and he's holding on, and I gained a little bit as they go into the final chicane. Let's go on board with J-Mutt. Gets a good run, going right up against the rear of DJ Vixen, but having to back off. But J-Mutt down a good almost 30 liters as DJ Vixen having a little bit of trouble. He says that he has been wanting to switch from automatic to manual gears. He does race on a pad, so I'm not sure what exactly he is racing as. 2 tires on the grass, very, very dangerous as still a great battle for 6th and 7th with Vixen and J-Mutt last time Phoenix Motorsports was here at Le Mans. DJ Vixen had a better than 6-gun Johnny as Texas Time going into the pits, but with the red, I think he might have sped into, and he does. Texas Time, our leader, been leading since the drop of the green flag, gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding into the pits, a harsh time penalty. So we know Texas is fast, but how fast can he be? Can he finish at least 10 seconds ahead of second place? So with that being said, Texas Time and Spidey jumping on in. Where will John be at? John, I believe he got times.
Yeah, he's already pitted, I believe he did. But he got pink. Texas Time got pink coming in the pits.
Yep, he did.
Wow. And we told him not to do that. We told him that there was going to be the pit penalties were going to be on the entrance and the exit speeding violations. And sure enough, wow, that's a rookie mistake by a veteran driver.
John, he's going to be our new leader.
Mm-hmm. Well done. Right behind him is going to be Texas Time coming out. Spidey coming out. Spidey's still in the pit here. There's going to be the Camel.
File out at. He's catching up.
He's on the front straightaway now.
Holding there for a little bit longer. I think Spidey might have some damage, and he's going in getting that taken care of now. This team releases him.
The Camel is done, gone.
Gone.
So, well, you gotta expect Spidey to have all that damage after all the beating and banging he did with Dale the Whale and all the other guys that were trying to get around and get up there and mix it up with Texas Time. Spidey definitely laid his body threw his body on the grenade several times there to let Texas Time live. And that's commendable. That's shades of Rio 1974 and Finish Boy during the Formula One season 2 years ago. Sacrifice for your teammate and help him win the championship, or help him win.
Great battle for 6th and 7th. This J-Mutt and DJ Vixen, they've been battling since you pretty much left.
I've been watching him.
Now that the weather has cleared up, it's we have a nice clear picture of what's going on. We no longer have that foggy, kind of sticky wetness. It is now, I wouldn't say clear skies as the clouds are rolling in, but I mean, it's nice and bright. It is definitely daytime. Really
well, we're on board here with DJ Vixen as he works his way around the track. He's struggling a little bit. He's sawing on the wheel there, left and right, trying to get that thing dialed in. He's probably falling off here, battling out with a guy like J-Mutt. You're going to have your work cut out for you. J-Mutt now hustling through the forward chicane. Dale the Whale right there behind him, crossing the, why do I keep saying Dale the Whale? DJ Vixen crossing the stripe here. What's his lap time here? Well, he's 1 minute and 45 seconds back.
3:27. However, here's the important thing is that J-Mutt, he's got 14 liters of fuel left. And
DJ's got 41.
41. So J-Mutt had to come in early, and
well, he did.
I think he got damaged. He did come in early, so
he came in on lap 1.
All DJ has to do is just not fall away too much. And I mean, he's got sixth in the bag. So I'm not sure exactly what happened to DJ. He was battling hard. I think he's taking it really easy, taking it really slow. Don't know exactly what's going on.
Let's take a look at his car here. From the aerial view, I don't really see too much in the way of crookedness. Usually, you could say when their fenders are all cracked up and they're all bent out of shape. But his car is pretty solid. Again, all this little banging and beating and stuff like that, can hurt you inside. Underneath the car. All this rubbing side by side. All these little front bumps and rear bumps and running over curbs and stuff like that. That's going to beat your car up. That's going to take its toll on the vehicle, suspension wise. Again too, he might be overheating the tires. A long-term setup is probably not what he really set up for or practiced for. I know he did the whole 3 hours, but does he understand the car to set it up as the car changes through these weather progressions and these time progressions? That's something that he's going to have to learn over time, and I'm sure he can get that figured out. But right now, again, like you said, he's just gingerly making his way around the track. He's giving up a couple of spaces, but that's going to be okay because I'm sure he's going to get those back as the day progresses and the nighttime starts to roll in. And again, guys are going to start getting antsy. They're going to try to start moving forward, and mistakes start happening then. And when that happens, that's when a guy like DJ, who knows he's not as strong in the racecraft, can exploit that and gain some positions and ultimately get a podium if he just plays his cards just right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it must feel good to know. Okay, so we know that Dale, Spidey, Camel, Texas, and John, they are wicked, wicked fast.
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of like, it's almost better than the rest. And that itself is good in its own because, look, let's be honest, the top 5, they are in a league of their own. They are in a league of their own, right, yeah. It is absolutely insane. If we let them race with, like, them allowing to ghost through each other,
they would be side by side, yeah.
Yeah, we'd only see one car because they'd just be so on top of each other.
Right.
But it's been absolutely just incredible to see DJ grow.
The camel off in the second chicane there. Yeah, he was off in the sand there. Looks like he took a little bit too much of that curb there and went off in the chicane there. Right behind him is going to be Spidey. So, no, that wasn't Spidey. Who was that? There's a Camel here, and then I saw another Audi coming up right fast behind him. Let's see if we can see that car. So now he's coming in the second chicane. So he was off in the first chicane. And here he comes. His front end's got some damage on it. He must have hit the wall or hit a car or something like that. But you see that?
Must have or something. Yeah, I do. It's kind of banged up on the right side. So
yeah, not good for the Camel.
It's going to be interesting to see Spidey catch up if he can.
Well, see, who is that behind him? Look, who is that behind him? I just catch a glimpse of that. I don't know if it's a Porsche or another Audi behind him. It may be a lap car. It is a lap car, okay. So
I think that might be. That's Mr. Haynes.
I'll tell you what. Let's take a ride here with the Camel. See what his top speed is, and see if he's lost any kind of overall speed here. He's at 189, 190, so he's still gaining. His car looks pretty racy here. He's not sawing on the wheel, so he may have got away with just cosmetic damage. It doesn't look like he's mechanically hurt for anything. 204 before he hit the kink. That's hard in the mail there, buddy. I'm telling you, that is set this car up right. I don't even think I can get that fast with just my own little knowledge there. So the Camel here has definitely got his head screwed on right when it comes to these setups and these cars. And let's see if he can't come back up here and mount another attack here against the two, the Porsche and the Audi that now leads the race. The Audi leading by 7 seconds now. Can Texas Time reel it in? Now the shoe's on the other foot, and you see how Texas kept that 6 second gap, maybe 7 seconds, but now it's the other way around. Will he have help? Where's Spidey at? Spidey is not around there to help him at the moment.
No, he's not. He's way down 40 seconds, and that's definitely because I'm sure he did have some damage fixed.
Yeah, but he had to. He had to. I mean, all the defensive driving he was doing. I mean, he probably just had to pit. I mean, the cars would say, "Stop! You gotta pit me, please." So look, Texas Time with a fast lap. Oh, 3:14, 4:37. Come on, man. I mean, that's almost qualifying. I think his fast lap overall record for this game shows him as the fastest lap at 3:11. So that's moving, and that's during the time trials. Now he's doing this in a race full combat situation at 3:14. That's only 3 seconds off. That's really not very far in regards to the overall performance of Texas Time. So the man definitely knows his business, and yeah, it's just honor and privilege to watch a guy like Texas Time come out here and do the thing. So we're on board with him now as he works his first chicane, stays on the throttle, never dropped underneath 100 miles an hour. I got to go down like 80 when I go to that chicane. Sometimes even slower than that, man. There's no way that I can bust it like that, man. Here he comes. We'll stay with him for a minute here and kind of watch his style here as he tries to close this gap here, this 8 second gap with no help at all. If anybody can do it, it's going to be this man right here. He stays focused. He concentrates. He's been in several leagues. He's run in several series. He's an LMP driver by his nature. He can run just about anything you put him in and win. He's a legend in simulation, and I mean, I'm glad to call him my friend. He's helped me out so much with understanding the game, the dynamics, the setups, the weather. He's given me a formulae to apply, and I use them to this day. So if I have a question, I go to this man right here. He understands the game on many levels, and like I said, it's a pleasure to watch him drive, man. To see how he manipulates the game and exploits the game, and how he becomes so fast, man. Because quite frankly, it's an enigma to anybody else, man. I mean, if you don't understand who this guy is, you're gonna be like, oh, he's cheating. He got to cheat. No, he doesn't, man. This guy just really is that good and that smart. He understands the game on many levels, and he should be in a professional race car driver for real. He really should be.
We are what we call him in the business an alien.
An alien. Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's not from us. And Rosta disconnecting.
Ryan Wingate, South Scotch Motorsports #1 driver, sponsored by Dow Gasworks, folded up like red cardboard. Oh my God. Well, Rosta. Yeah. He's practiced for this during the week. I know he had the motivation and the drive to want to run. Russ is one of my oldest members, and he was one of the first guys I asked if he wanted to take part of this, and his answer was hell yeah. So again, Ryan, sorry to see you disconnect, brother. Come on back one day and come up here in the booth and maybe have a chat with us. But again, back with Texas, see how he's not exceeding the track limits now. He knows he's got that 10-second penalty. He's just gonna put that behind him. He's not gonna let that fluster him, and he's gonna keep on attacking John. Now the gap is still 8 seconds. Let's see what he does here. Now gap is 9 because he has to slow down the chicane here. But back on the throttle again.
John running a 3:16.2, and Texas still a little
3:14, 4:37.
Yeah.
2 seconds faster. Well, the shoe's on the other foot now, man. Texas now is driven by he's motivated now. John is just driving now. He knows he's in the front. He's going to set his pace, and he's just going to focus now on getting the performance out of the car. Getting the maximum output from the car. As far as fuel mileage, he's got to cool his tires down. He's got to save his rubber. He's got to start strategizing, start thinking about when to pit again. He's monitoring his fuel. He's understanding how long how much fuel he can save during a lap, so he can go a little further than some of these other guys, or maybe a little less. He's understanding it, and that's what endurance racing is all about. You have no crew chief, you have no spotter, you have only you in this car as a sim racer. So again, thinking on multiple levels is key here. Critical thinking is key. This is not NASCAR. This is not GT3 driving, and I'm not knocking those sports or those disciplines. This is way more advanced on many levels. You got the weather to deal with. You got rain to deal with. You got other cars to deal with. Slower multi-class racing when in regards to these cars, and of course you got different track surfaces. different temperatures in different parts of the track. It could be raining here and not on the other side of the track. This is an 8-mile circuit with 38 corners to it. I mean, you know, anything can happen here, and usually does. So he works his way through the second chicane very nicely here. Texas Time has just put his head down and he's going for it. His line is clean. It's in the center of the track. He's not moving his hands around. He's not chopping and sawing. If you look at DJ and then you look at Texas Time, you can see the difference in the way they handle the car, the way they drive the car. Texas is calm, and that's how it translates to his driving. DJ's excitable. You know, he wants to get somewhere. He's hurrying up. He's trying to do battle, and so it's going to translate. Driving to me is the ultimate form of self-expression. So again, you know, how you are is how the car is going to be. If you're cool, calm, and collected, the car is going to be that way. It's going to be well balanced. You're going to get a lot of speed. You're going to have a lot of pace. If you're out there, you got too many things going on. You're nervous. You're twitchy. The car is going to translate to that the same way. You know, it's going to look just like you. So you know, all you spasmatics out there on the highway, yeah, we know what time it is. Here he goes. Look at that, all the way down to the 50-foot mark there, and he hits the brakes coming into Indy. That's a pair of nads there for you, brother. I mean, that's some sand to do that, man, because you hit that thing wrong and you're into that wall in a heartbeat. Comes out of, wide on the exit there. That could be dangerous as well, too. You know, spin those back tires and it's looping around right there. I've done that 100 times at that particular corner. So here he comes to the final part of the track here, the last sector, right there, I believe it is, and he's coming into the Porsche S's. Rolling on the throttle here, and this right-hand sweeper, very dangerous. Then you go to the Corvette corner, I believe it is right here. Right here, you just wow, you got to take that high and then drop it down low, stay on the throttle here, stay glued down to it. And then this is where Jan Magnussen crashed that one time, boom, right in there. And then stays down on the throttle, shortens up these corners here, cuts the head off him, and then passes the pit road and right into the fourth chicane again. Let's see if he gets a good time here.
Yeah, Texas ran 2/10 quicker than John last lap, so let's see.
Here he goes.
They can do the same, and they run pretty near identical
wow.
times. So
wow.
Texas, I mean, we still have a little over 2 hours left in the race, but I mean, anything can happen.
Well, Jonathan's reading Texas, and so he's got to keep that certain pace up. Right now, it's still 9 seconds, so he's not allowing Texas to gain, although they are running just as fast. And that's the problem with that. If the guy in front of you is running just as fast as you're running, guess what? You might as well just be parked, because you're not going to gain, and neither is he going to get away. But that gap is always going to stay consistent. You're never going to make any time up. Maybe a tenth here or there, but you know, I mean, overall, that's not going to do anything for you. You know, you need to be making up seconds. And again, he cannot do that alone. He's got no help behind him. The Camel is. Let's see where his Camel's at. If I can get there. Hang on. There we go. The Camel is just coming onto the Mulsanne now, and Texas is already coming to the first chicane, so and that's half a mile easy, maybe a mile as far as space, and there's just no way. Now the Camel does have speed, but he's not going to get there to help Texas Time. He's going to get there to help the Camel, you know. So he's, yeah, I was going to say, is he slowing down? No, he's not. But yeah, he's already 200 miles an hour, the Camel is, coming to the second chicane. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back to the first chicane. My bad. And then again, you know, he just cruises through there. 76. Now he's doing it the way I do it, 76 miles an hour. Then he's hard on the throttle. How Texas can go through there at over 100 miles an hour is just beyond me. I mean, you know,
I mean, like you said, he understands the mechanics of the game.
Right.
So sometimes it doesn't exactly translate to real life.
Right. Yeah, well, I understand that. Yeah, I understand it. But still, I mean, it's still incredible to watch, because his overall performance is just, you know, fantastic. Now, I would love to see him in a real race car to see if he has that same inept ability to understand, you know, how to do that, man. I mean, look at a guy like Guy Cosmo. You know, he has that ability. You know, he races on different series around the world. He's just won the Asia Le Mans series in the LP2. You know, Guy's a friend of mine, and you know, he's on there, man. He got booted out. Just now got back on PSN, Rosta 236. Yeah. So again, you know, Guy's always looking for LP2 drivers, and I keep hounding him. Guy, you know, get one of my guys. And he laughs, but you know what? Now he's doing simulation because that's all he can do. I bet you he's going to look at some people a little bit differently next time he has a need for a driver. You know, and I keep telling him, man, these guys, you know, they understand racing on many levels, man. You know, and now he's going to see that I'm not bullshitting. I'm serious, and you know, hopefully they'll start taking us serious. And that's basically what I want. I want our guys to come out here and show well and do well and have good drives, so they get the credit they deserve, man. I mean, a guy like Zebra, you know, he didn't get the credit he deserved. A guy like me, I didn't get. Nobody was watching me back in 2006 and 2007 when I was winning my 4 NASCAR championships. Nobody. You know, a couple of guys know, like Hendrick and some of these other guys, they know about it, but that's it. You know, I mean, what do they can't do nothing about it. You know, that doesn't do anything for me. Guy like DJ, a guy like Dale.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we got some battles going on. Ghost was able to get around DJ Vixen for 6th place, and right now Road King and DJ are battling down for 7th place.
Well, we're down with Road King. He's coming up the chicane there, so that's all 3 of them there. That's Ghost, Dale, I mean DJ, and Road King. So, oh, that's not Ghost. That's just DJ. My bad. So look at that. Ooh, boy, Road King sliding that thing around there. DJ a little bit smoother through there. He did a couple hundred laps here already, man. So, Mr. Elmo, whatever his name is. What did he say his name was? Palermo, or I don't know. He told me his name. I'm gonna read it right now. Hang on. It was Myron or something like that. I'll find out what DJ's real name is. It was like,
I'll type it out.
Go ahead. Like McGillicuddy or something like that. Crabapple, or I forgot what he said his name was. I'll find it. Where is he here? Okay, he was on the PSN. He said it to me, and it says, "My name is not DJ. It is. Oh, hang on. It is. Here it is. Here we go. 3 hours. If you feel inclined to call me by my real name, it is Perry Olson. Perry, P-A. Is that right? Look at that, side by side. There's DJ almost getting passed here by Road King. That's P-A-R-R-Y. Perry. No, what is that? Perry. I don't know, but
maybe he misspelled.
Maybe. Yeah, he can't even write his own name. What a maroon.
Perry.
Woo! Look at this.
Look at
this! Oh my God! Road King on the back bumper of DJ Vixen. Vixen's shaking and quaking, holding his line there, looking very racy. I'm telling you, man, he doesn't want to lose any more spots here, and he's fighting for everything he's got here. He's got his elbows out, and he's on the defensive, which is a good thing. He needs to be on the boost now and try to pull away from Road King. Road King is getting a little aggressive here. You know, he wants to get up the ladder a little bit more. Now that there's clean air and the sunshine is out here, he wants to he wants to get somewhere, man. You know, because in the next block it's not going to be easy, and the block after that is definitely not going to be easy. So yeah, you know, they want to get somewhere now, and they want to get their positions now before anything happens, and it certainly will. What do you say, Wallace? You like that name, Perry? Hell no, right? Perry or Ferry? I don't know. Let's call him Ferry. How about that? Instead of Perry, let's call him Ferry. Oh, Ferry. Okay, here he goes. Look at his line through the Project Cars is broken. Yeah, it sure is. Oh, Ferry. Oh, he slowed down too much there. And now Road King on the back bumper here. He's in the draft here, but there he goes. Old
Ghost going into the pits
again.
He was low on fuel, so another fuel stop for him. So that's going to cycle DJ back up to 6th. Coming up on 2 hours to go, we are focused on the battle between 6 and 7, DJ Vixen and Road King. I am the Zebra, alongside with my partner in crime, Sixfoot Johnny,
and Wallace the dog.
And Wallace the dog. Wallace is all
the creative mind of Wallace the dog. You know, before you say anything else about DJ's only got 18 liters of fuel left. You know, I hope he's paying attention to his fuel. Because
I'm sure he is, but Road King actually has 3 less. So Road King 15, DJ 18. So what around the same time.
How many liters does it take to get on this track here? I thought 6 or 7, right? Like 6 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw Texas time across the line. He had about 7 or 8. And, he was able to make it around one more time. DJ! Okay. DJ drops a ball, and Road King now scurries by him here. But here comes DJ right back at him on the juice. Oh my God! Look at Road King's got his windshield wiper on and hit the wrong button. 205 miles an hour. They're on the boost and then rolling it up here. Now they want to be careful doing that. Oh, look at that! See, DJ was carrying too much speed in there, and that's why he had to slow down so much because his tires are really going off here. He's out of fuel. His car's light, and again, it's going to be real responsive that way, and that's when you can make a mistake when your car is not. You're not used to the feeding of that car. You know, as the fuel burns off, as the tires burn off, the car is going to change its handling characteristics.
And now they're starting to play around. The sun's setting here, or should I say, the sun is not as bright as it was, and so clouds are coming, and the temperatures are going to be staying cool. There are 89 degrees on the track, 87 degrees outside of the air, side by side down the no-name straight here. That's going to be the Road King taking that spot away. Hang on, let me see if I get it. Here we go. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! These two Audis are slapping on each other. Yeah,
Vixen!
Vixen!
Woohoo!
This little psychological warfare there. Yeah, come on now, DJ Vixen shining like a supernova tonight. Into the
throwing up his nose.
Locking up those brakes, locking up the brakes to smother those hides off. Yeah.
Trying to use every single.
Oh, he's from behind. Oh, rookie mistake by a rookie driver. That's going to be DJ Vixen hitting from behind there, but I think Road King was just too slow on the exit there. DJ didn't anticipate him to slow down so much. Again, carrying way too much speed in there. Road King didn't have his car underneath him, and DJ needs to anticipate that sort of thing. He needs to be able to read the car in front of him as well, read the way the car is moving around, and he should have seen that car was not, right in the speed and right in the way position of the track. So again, that's DJ's fault. He's got some damage now. You know he does, because that was a hard shunt. Right on the front end of that car there, and you don't see too much damage there, but he's definitely got some damage here. Look at his handling through the Porsche S's. Does he go wide? Nope, he's not. He's just slow on the throttle.
On my side, he's got clean. He's showing no
damage. Yeah, my two. He looks clean, but again, we don't know. He just stays out.
Net code? Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, but because that's very uncharacteristic of Road King to break so early. Because my original thought was he broke early on the inside to protect it, because he thought that DJ might dove inside, but I don't think that'd be the case. Really.
No, that wouldn't be unnecessary. That would be an unnecessary movement, because I mean, as they're changing the positions, Road King could have got that back on the next straightaway. You know what I mean? So it was not. It's not a critical. Now, if it was a last lap, I would understand a move like that. But yeah, it's not necessary at this point. Especially if you got plenty of car underneath you. We got 2 hours to go.
Very, very odd. So yeah, 2 hours to go. It is going to be a a good solid first hour, I would say, and I'm sure Johnny and Wallace Dog.
Oh, absolutely.
Very exciting stuff. We still have 2 more hours to go. It's been an absolute treat so far. Thank you all for joining on my side and also on the Phoenix YouTube channel as well. Thank you all for joining. I've been reading your comments while Johnny's been focusing on the race, and it's been an absolute treat. And really can't really say much more about these guys. They've just been amazing from the front all the way down to the back. So I think now would be a good time to do a review for the race, starting back in 11th.
Go for it.
It is the son of Mr. B, Camaro, currently in P11, multiple laps down, but he's still in the race. That is most definitely important. So good to see him back. I haven't seen him in a while, but still good to see him on the track. Just having a good time out this Saturday night. Up in 10th place, Mr. Hain showed a potential championship contender as he dives into the pits, as he's got 5 liters of fuel left. He was a championship contender for the GT3 Gunslinger Series. Decided to take a cruise. Lost out on some championship points.
So right.
Still finished strong. So I'm sure he's looking forward to the next series coming up in an undisclosed amount of time. Up next, 9th place, J Mutt. I raced with him. Very strong, solid racer. He's from the Camels Premier Racing League, and good to see him show up tonight. He's in P9, and he had some very good battles with DJ, among others, today. But now he's unfortunately a minute and 10 seconds, or a little under a minute, about 50 seconds down from the next person in front, which happens to be the Ghost Man himself. He is fast when he's alone, and it's very odd to not see him lead a race, because we've seen that he was dominant in the GT3 Gunslinger Series. Like, once he was out, no one can get past, but he's young, and we've seen him kind of get a little impatient. I would say would probably be the best term of words, and that either helped him or it didn't. So it's very interesting for him to be in P8 and not anywhere near the lead, but still running, still in the race. So good for him. Up next, probably our most improved driver so far. I mean, in the last couple months, it's DJ Vixen. Good to see him as a Road King going into the pits. Very interesting. DJ staying out for another lap. He does have the fuel, so he will be fine as he overtakes Road King. As we see Road King going into the pits, 7th place again from Camel's Premier Racing League. So 3 drivers representing, or technically 4 if you count DJ. He's kind of racing them both. So he's kind of the last guy now, other than the Camel.
Well, you got to give Road King. You got to give Road King some props here. He came in with 8.5 liters, which is probably just enough to get him around the track one more time. He didn't want to take a chance. Now maybe on the last lap he would want to do something like that, but he didn't want to take a chance. He came in with just a little comfort cushion there, and so he's getting some more fuel. Yeah, he's using his head. He knows that he doesn't want to throw this race away. He's already invested an hour in it. And so he's doing what he needs to do. That shows that he's thinking about the game. He's thinking about his position. He's monitoring his fuel. He did not take tires. He just took fuel. He did not take tires. I didn't see them change the tires on there, and it didn't. I was watching the timing there, and it didn't clock him for time for tires. He only took fuel, which is interesting because that, my friend, is going to be something that you're going to have to watch later on here. How much fuel did he take? He took 49 liters, which is pretty much a full tank here for this LMP car. But no tires, Zebra. What do you make of that?
Well, the track is cooling down. You're going to see less tire wear. I'm not exactly sure what tires the drivers are running. I don't think they even switched to hards. I think they might have been running softs the whole entire time. Mm-hmm. So maybe he took a look at the tire wear and thought, you know what, it's not worth the extra, I don't know, probably 15 to 20 seconds to put on the tires plus fuel. So I think he's trying a different strategy. I think he's going fuel only. The sun is down. The track's only going to get cooler, and so therefore more grip and less tire wear, less heat and wear and tear on the tires. So I think that's going to be a strategy from now on until the sun comes back up in the later parts of the race. So
here's a little update. Go ahead. Here's a little update about some tire wear. Spidey now up to P4, 57 seconds back from Jonathan. So he's on the move. Actually, he's probably making up more time than Texas time is right now. Texas time is 11 seconds back down. Jonathan is putting the gap, but Spidey is moving fast and moving forward. So he's trying to come help his partner up there. He's trying to help Batman, but Batman is worn out. He's not making any time, and he's losing time. So the Cape Crusader is waiting for Robin to come up here and shoot him a lifeline. And Spidey is on the way. What a faithful companion it would be to have a Spidey in your life, huh? That'd be awesome.
Absolutely, and that's the next point I was going to get to was we saw Texas dominate in the first hour of the race. Absolutely, just was crushing the field. So maybe this race is kind of set more towards the hotter temps, and as the track gets cooler, the cars change.
Right.
And so, I mean, if you watch NASCAR at all, if you watch really any type of sporting, whether it's Formula 1 or GT3 or DTM, if you can listen to the radio, they complain about being tight and loose as the day progresses. At the beginning of the race, the car may be tight. They might go in, loosen some stuff up,
right,
adjust the roll bar, and then as the race goes on, you're saying, well, now my car's too loose, as John goes into the pits. Now my car's too loose because there's grip gone down a bit, the track, or gone up more. So the track is either cooled down or heated up. So, it's a lot on the drivers to know how the car's feeling and make those adjustments on the fly, especially in this game, because like you said, there's no crew chiefs that they can talk to set up your pit strategy. It's all on the driver that they have to do on the fly.
The camel in the pits. Go ahead.
Or that they have to make multiple pit strategies and hope that they don't screw it up within the sub menu. So
new years, Texas time. Jonathan's long stop here for Jonathan. He's still in the pits. The Camel now in the pits here. So I wonder if Jonathan's topping all the way off and fixing everything that's wrong. Pretty full fresh now. Jonathan's out now, but the Camel coming in with the leaders. He's got a strategy. You can tell this man's got a plan, and he's going to execute it. And that goes. That means Spidey now closing the gap, 47 seconds back. He still is not close enough to do anything, and the Spidey now taking that position away from the Camel, and he's in the P3 now, right behind Jonathan. So just like that, Spidey's back, and Texas time 47 seconds to the front of Jonathan. Is that right?
Look at the fuel as well. Spidey may be 1 second back to John, but Spidey also has 19 liters left. He's going to have to come in with the next 3 laps or so.
Yeah.
Texas time has 18,
so he did.
Come in around the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I mean, John's going to come out with a huge lead, and this is the battle of pit strategies right here. These endurance races, they're all about as Texas flashed his lights.
Yeah. Who is that?
Two-lap car in front of him on that, and I'm sure.
Yeah, they acknowledged him though. They acknowledged him. They saw him coming, and they gave him the signal, and he's going to stay up to the side here. Maybe not. There he goes. That would be. I don't know who that was.
That would be DJ.
DJ
going a
yeah.
lap down.
Well, DJ putting his well actually well no, he's not a lap down yet. He is. He's 3 minutes back. No, he's not. 3 minutes. Okay, are you sure? Okay, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
but he's showing his racecraft, his experience,
yeah,
by paying attention to that, and that's a good thing, that's again a positive for DJ there. And so who is this guy here? This is DJ now, and in front of him, that is Texas time. Okay, so I'm a little bit perplexed here. Yeah, well, I guess so, because DJ's 3 minutes and 5 seconds back behind Texas time, and Texas time's lap time is what, like 3:10, something like that, 3:15. So
3:19.
Yeah.
The telemetry is a little messed up right now.
Right, I would say so. Well, the pit stops are going through. That it's probably going to be jacked up for a minute. All right, so yeah, DJ's got clean air in front of him now. I mean, if anything, what he should do is just try to stay close to Texas time, and kind of get his draft here. But why should he? He doesn't know that Texas time is going to pit right now. So let's go up to Texas right here and see if he peels off into the pits here. He's got 16 liters. He could go around a couple more times. Will he do it? I doubt it. Let's find out. Texas likes to gamble. He does stay out. Ooh.
Yeah, he's going to stay out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he stays out for another lap. I think he's going to really push it as DJ.
I was about to say.
Into the pits. So John also pulling away from Spidey. Might have put on fresh rubbers.
He did.
Fresh socks.
Yeah, he did, because he took a long time.
Too long, but man, once Texas and Spidey comes in, it's gonna be John out there all by himself. But the question is what strategy is gonna last here, or what strategy is gonna win in the end?
Well, let's watch Texas here. He's gonna try to put a fast lap out. He's got to do that. When he's light now, he's going to try to go as fast as he possibly can to get that extra time, and then shoot into the pits and try to get a four fresh and just a splash of gas, and watch see if he busts a fast lap here. Yeah, all the way to the wall there, using the whole track and then some. Desperate men do desperate things, and Texas time definitely wants to regain that lead. He said earlier in the conversation he's been racing Jonathan, and he wants to beat Jonathan. So obviously there's some sleep loss there with Jonathan in Texas time. Right now Jonathan is inside Texas' head, and he's winning by doing that, which is a very interesting dynamic on this particular race here that we get to watch, and we're privy to that sort of a battle that's going on, not just on the track but mentally. That's awesome. So now Texas coming to the second chicane here. He's got, let's see if he picks up his lap delta. Not yet. We'll find out right here as he crosses the pits here and heads toward the no-name straight. Let's see what it says here. Right here, I think. Wait, where's that? No, wait. Where's that? Where's he at? Okay, I see you. Oh, he hasn't come up on it yet. He'll be coming up on it here shortly. Into the no-name straight here. He rolls it up. And nice turn in. And oh, it's like he slipped a gear. Boom! He bogged down for a minute there. And he redlines that 5th gear up to 6. He skipped 6 all the way together. And into 7th quickly. I wonder if
he probably has his gearing ratio set up like that, where he's barely in 6th, just goes straight to his top gear.
I was gonna say, I wonder if he's set it that way. Yeah, go ahead.
Against water. There's a good battle between Road King and DJ Vixen going on right now. If you want to switch over that.
Yeah, we certainly do that for a spell here.
I will be right.
Take your time, brother. Take your time. All right, the Zebra Tron taking a little break here. Again, once again, 6 Go Johnny, Wallace the Dog, and the Zebra broadcasting live right here from the Fortress Speed with the Ministry of Speed, Phoenix Motorsports, and Racing Stripes TV. Yeah, whatever. Back again, talking about this young man here, DJ Vixen. the only cross-dressing member of Phoenix Motorsports and full-time transvestite for the Campbell's League. Not sure if he does that professionally or it's just a hobby of his, but yeah. Was working for the National Pole Dancing Association for a while there. Actually won a championship in the midget latex division there. So he's definitely a man with many hats, or a woman with many hats. But right now, driving the LMP1, he's all right now. I mean, he's at 8th. He was up to 5th early on. Let's see if he can rebound nicely here and make some more passes. And I'd certainly like to see him in victory lane, at least on the podium. He's put, like I said, he's put a lot of practice in, and you know, he deserves something out of this. So, you know, we'll just keep our fingers crossed for the old lizard bug here. Yes, sir. Yeah, a little shaky and quaky there. He's got to be easy on that exit. Quit spinning those tires, and he should be all right. Uh-oh. I'm missing some gears there. Yeah. So not his best performance, but obviously, you know, he's you know, trying to get experience in. You know, he's trying to understand the car as it changes, and that's not an easy thing to do, especially for you know, a kid with Down syndrome like he is. You know, yeah, he's in the Special Olympics and stuff. I'm just kidding. You're probably like, oh my God. No, I'm just messing with John, man. DJ's a really nice guy. Sometimes. No. Or DJ, Mr. What'd you say, Olsen? Sorry if you're watching. Get DJ a wheel. That's what you do. Get DJ a wheel. He needs a wheel. Let's see what we see here. Uh-oh, there she is. Well, looks like we have a fan here from Del Rio, Texas, watching. Hello, Miss Angela. Thank you for tuning in and watching the stream with us. Yeah, this is what we do. This is how we put it together here. DJ is one of my students and definitely a protege of speed. Trying to run down the car in front of him here, which is belongs to Road King in the LMP1 prototype class here at Circuit de la Sarth, the famous or infamous Le Mans track, whichever direction you want to look at it. So let's go on board with DJ and look at all the pretty lights in his car, in his cockpit here. As he works his way down the Mulsanne here, 175, 180, he's picking up speed here. He's on the juice. He wants to hold that thing all the way down. He's getting up to 200 right about now. There he goes, coming up to the first chicane here, 202, 205 maybe. Let's go up to 205, 204. There's the chicane. Does he brake? Let's see where he brakes at. He tops out at 205. Does he get 206? On the binders at 100-foot mark there. Whoa, skittish on the brakes there. On the power again. Here he goes, shooting up again through the second chicane, headed toward the second chicane. Road King is on the juice. He's gone, but DJ Vixen trying to reel him in here with 44 liters of fuel. His car is just a little bit heavier than Road King. Road King is what's he pushing here? 35 liters. So just that little bit of weight can make a big difference here. So 201, 202. Into the breaking point here at 100 feet. Around he goes, and again on the power. So yeah, DJ Vixen, but I think he said he was like 19 or something like that, 18, 19 years old. Certainly a wannabe Minister of Speed. We'll see if we can't make him a full blown Minister of Speed by the end of this year. We'll get him winning something here. That's for sure. It's a project of mine now, so I'm kind of compelled to go ahead and do that. But into the no name straight as a DJ Vixen working its way around. Let's go up to the top of the board here. 319, 149. It's going to be a Texas time, 214. Lap 26. Right behind him is going to be John at 320, 135. Spy with 322, 064. These are all his last lap times, should I say. Blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, you got Dale the Whale, Ghost, Rosta, DJ Vixen, and Mr. 8. So only 9 drivers left in the mix. We started with, how many? 14, 15? So it's taken its toll. Both Family Motorsports drivers gone. Both who else left? Rosta, Sasquatch Motorsports #1 driver, gone. Who else? I mean, we had the Spoon, the heroin addict, gone. I mean, we've lost a few of them. You know, it's not an easy thing to do here, to come out here and run this track so hard, so competitively for so long, at such a pace. I mean, you're doing, average speed is 160 miles an hour easy. And that takes its toll on you physically and mentally as well. So into the first chicane here is John trying to run down Texas Time, a 43-second gap here, but Texas Time 214 has no fuel left. As you can see, 5 liters of gas, and he is not anywhere near the pits. Will Texas Time run out? That might be the case here. 4.7, he's a long way from home. If he runs out of gas, he's not going to be a happy camper. Oh boy, where's he at? Coming up to the second chicane now. He's not going to...
I do have to go. So,
okay.
It was. I want to say thank you to you, Johnny, for letting me be up here in the booth for the time being. Thank you to all of our viewers over on Twitch and on YouTube. Really do appreciate it. Thank you for coming out and supporting.
Absolutely.
And supporting us, and thank you to all the drivers for showing up, even if they themselves either quit or got disconnected. Regardless, showing up is big commitment. Thank you for that very much. So Johnny's got the helm. Now we're at 38 minutes left. That's for me, the Zebra 94. I will be signing off, and I'll be seeing you very shortly.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be testing in the next upcoming week. I do want to plug one thing real quick.
Plug it.
If I may.
Shamelessly.
Shamelessly, yes, 100%. So I just recently got Twitch affiliate, meaning that people can give me money if they so wish. So that's Ghost disconnecting. So now we're down to 8. That's unfortunate. I don't think that was a disconnect. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Rage quitting is always not a good thing. But go ahead.
But so next weekend, next Saturday, April 4th to April 5th, I will be doing a 24-hour stream over on my Twitch channel. I'll be doing giveaways, doing a keyboard and mouse combo. I'll be giving away a pro membership to XSplit, which is another like streaming like with OBS and Streamlabs and stuff like that. XSplit is another one. I got a 3-month subscription deal for the Pro Premium that I'll be giving away, and then I might even order some pizza for some people.
Nice.
So you might be getting some free food. So if you want more information, come on down to my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/THCBRM. I'm going to link that into the chat right now. There it is. Go ahead and give me a follow, and you can learn more information. Or you can message me on PSN, the Zebra 94, or just spell the Zebra 94.
Like no. How do you spell zebra? How do you spell zebra?
TBRA.
What's the number to 911?
Yeah, right. 411.
Get out of here, man. Hey, you just missed it, man. Texas Time pulls in the pits with 1.9 liters of fuel left. Talk about cutting it close, man. The man understands the game. He's got a splash of gas. What did I tell you? He took a splash of gas. He's out of here. Oh my God, Zebra, bye. Yeah, y'all don't tell me my business. I know, man. He took a splash of gas. Now he's gonna get full fresh. They're repairing his damage, I think, because the hose man is already off. Texas Time has lost the lead here to Jonathan. Bye. And yeah, so let's see what happens here. I know he doesn't have any damage, so what are they doing here? He's probably ordering a pizza. He's out. He is out of the pits, and yeah, right behind him is going to be his co-partner and partner in crime, his Robin, Spide-Eye, coming in now. Both these guys are teammates, and you know, there's one without the other, kind of like me and Wallace. So we're going to work on the Spidey's car here. 4 fresh and a splash of gas. Got the fuel man already leaned inside the car there, letting the fuel come in at tremendous rates, like 6 gallons a second or something like that, 10 gallons a second. So it's, poof, he's off. Lollipop up, and they're still working on his car there. That's what they're doing, even though they're not actually working on it. And he's out. So yeah, that was a quicker stop than Texas Time. So there you go. So who's in the lead here? Oh boy, there's the Camel up to P3. Texas Time is in between Jonathan and the Camel. So yeah, Miss Camel, if you're still watching, 41 seconds is where your husband is away from the leader, with 1 hour and 35 minutes left. I know you're like, God bless, hurry up. Yeah, I know, roll the eyes. I do it the same way, you know, but I used to get that a lot. But yeah, he's having fun, and it's better than him going out drinking and doing all that other stuff. So yeah, just let him have his fun. He's at home, at least he's safe. You know where he's at. That's what I used to tell my wife. You know, when we were married, I'm at home. But you know what? It's great stuff. Just embrace that. You know, help him be the guy he needs to be. He's in charge of a lot of guys, and they follow him. They really appreciate the stuff that he does out there. So yeah, just be patient with him and let him do his thing here. He's doing it really well, actually, considering the competition that's out there. You can see these other drivers have quit, but Camel is certainly a get-her-doner, and you know, I really appreciate him having us over and allowing me to commentate for his league. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Some more commentation from him. But yeah, so if you're still watching out there, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Again, don't send us Zebra. Don't send him any kind of money. Send it to me. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. He's good. He's good. So where am I? Now I gotta pick up his slack too. Come here, Dave. Come here. All right. Del Rio, Texas. Yeah, I gotta go there, man, one day. What's in Del Rio? Does anybody know? Does anybody even know how to spell Del Rio? Del Rio. Is that like a chip? I know there's a little Molina down the street that's called Del Rio. I wonder if that's it. Excuse me, is there a girl named Angela that works here? No? Ah. Well, what can I tell you? Angela, where are you, Angela? Sorry, I sing and do all this dancing and flipping and rolling and spinning. But yeah, we're still watching Texas time, trying to run down Jonathan. Now the gap is a lot slower, closer than it was when Jonathan was in second spot here. It's down to 21 seconds now. So Texas time with that short fuel or that short stop, supposedly, definitely a lot shorter than Jonathan's, has brought the gap down by 20 seconds. So well done, well played for Jonathan. Excuse me, Texas time. And we'll see how the rest of it pans out. An hour and 33 minutes to go. Walks the Dog, 6 on Johnny, broadcasting live right here from the Fortune of Speed with the Ministry of Speed and Phoenix Motorsports from sunny San Antonio. Not Del Rio, San Antonio. All right. Oh boy, who's messaging me and what do they want? Oh boy. So I'll tell you what, we haven't done this because he was kind of shy about this. He likes to just move around. Let's do a Ministry of Speeds, crank it up here with none other than the Camel as he takes us around Circuit de la Sarth. Just enjoy what he sees from the cockpit here, and you know, we'll see what he's got cooking in the oven to speed. Enjoy. Crank it up. So that's a lap around Circuit de la Sarth with the Camel. Yeah, as you can see, he's not really pushing it as hard as some of these other guys would be. So he's probably conserving and doing what he needs to do, keeping his car in line. And looks like there's somebody behind him there. Who is that? Let's see, I was looking at his mirror there. Let's take a look from the external view here. I can get all this back up here. Yeah, pretty cool out the all the data up there. That's for sure. Yeah, he's hauling the mill. Didn't look like he was going that fast from inside the car. He's over 200 miles an hour right there. Currently P3. 17 seconds back. And P1, Jonathan. I'll tell you what, let's do this. We just rode around the Audi. Let's listen to what the Porsche 919 sounds like. A way different sound, a higher whine, and more motorsports flatulence. There's a sound of exploding exhaust gases bellow out through the night here, hurtling down the Mulsanne. I love it. I was born too late. Full on, flat-footed, 200 miles an hour. As Texas Time throws the gears in that car. Woo, man. Look at those gas. Kapow. This is a driver's car, I'm telling you. How long that gear is, boy. Woo, man. In 6th gear, 160 miles an hour through the S's. That's insane. A little bit of trail braking there. Nicely done. And the forward chicane. Let's see how fast he takes that. 170, 180 right before he gets there. 113 miles an hour entering the chicane. Wow. And he's losing time. Huh. Wow, an hour, 26 minutes to go. I'll tell you what, this is the battle of attrition and the battle of the best. With Jonathan leading, Texas Time, the Camel, Spidey, Dale the Whale, Road King, DJ Vixen, and Mr. Hayne. The only one that I would not, well, actually two of them, that really have just astounded me with their presence and really don't belong with this group at all, but yet find themselves here is obviously DJ Vixen, who's a rookie by any standards, with tremendous skill, and the Road King, who's just got sheer determination. They got that New York tough mentality, man. You know, I'm gonna get this done no matter what. I'm gonna do what I need to do to show well. You know, so I gotta admire that. You know, gotta admire that mentality. And, you know, it's more people need that don't quit, that never give up attitude. You know, so yeah, definitely one for the books here. DJ, on the other hand, you know, he's determined to impress. He's determined to you know, show people that he's not just regular old, you know, sissy that lives next door. You know, he has something, you know, and he has some racecraft, he has some drivability, and you know, I definitely can appreciate that. You know, I never played with Barbies like he does, but I mean, you know, just I get where he's coming from. I feel his pain. I think he still plays with Barbies. He spools those gears, boy. I mean, stretching them out. Head down, no name straight here. Using the whole track and then some both sides of the track, all the way to the edging. There is no runoff area down here. If your tires catch the grass, guess what? C'est la vie, baby. You're in the wall, you're in a tree, you're exploded, you're flipped over, you're dead. To the kink here, the dog leg, whoosh, flicks it in, off the throttle, on the brakes, rolls it up, brings it into the left-hander, and then another quick right-hander here, and back out to the Porsche S's. I mean, serious business right here. Stays on the power there, nicely done. Stays in 6th gear here, a high 6th gear. Through the SS as a whole, he only fluctuates about 20 miles an hour. Can you imagine that? From 180 to 160. Wow, impressive. Shades of Kobayashi for sure. And he loses time. You hear that at the end of the gear there? He's stretching the gear farther than he needs to go. He's hitting the rev limiter. So he's keeping those revs up high, so when he gets back into the lower gear or he gets off the brake, he's got power, immediate power. Woo! What a great drive from Texas time 2:14. Interesting, very interesting. Let's move around here a little bit. Let's see if we can get some different telemetry up here. There we go. Get a different perspective of him going to the Porsche S's there. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, to the chicane. I don't know why I said the Porsche S's. That's not right. Let's see if we can find another driver. How about that? Yeah. On board now with the Camel. He's losing a little bit of time here. Coming up to the last hour. This is where mistakes start happening. See how he goes to a way different line than Texas time. Texas time just rips it through there. And that's the difference in the setup. And that's going to be a difference in pace. And that's going to translate into a win or not. Way out there. Takes his car just a little bit longer to build up that momentum. Boom. Mr. Hayne in the pits. And Texas, what the morning? What have we got here? Texas time in the pits. Oh. No, wait, Jonathan in the pits, my bad. Taking fuel. Filling up. This is going to be his last stop. That was the camel going by. How much gas is he taking here? How many liters? 60? No, wait, 40 something. I can't see that far. Hang on. He is at, still taking fuel. 49 liters. Holy smoke, boy. What are you doing? That's more than enough. Go, 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 man. Get out of here. A long stop for Jonathan here. DJ now in the pits. Johnson out. On board now with Myron Vixen. Myron. Go, 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 go! What are you doing? Oh my God, DJ. What are you doing, dude? By the time, 42 liters of fuel with an hour and 17 minutes left. Das puto. So Mr. Hay using all the gears and then some. Losing time. You can hear the driving style difference in Mr. Haynes' engine note as opposed to the Camel's. Mr. Haynes is attacking the course, whereas the Camel was just driving the course. Wow, oh, a little bit wide there. He's in last spot, so I'm not going to ping him. That's the car I was driving yesterday. Oh, horrible. Whoa! I tell you what, Mr. Hayne, you better hold on to that hard hat of yours. Spidey with track limits violation there. A little bit off there. Wait, talk about tiptoeing through there. Again, I'm just enjoying the race like you are. Sitting here watching it. It gets tiring after a little while there, man. We've been calling that race here for almost 2 hours. Tell you what, I'm gonna grab me a freshen up my drink. I'll be right back. We'll stay here with wait a minute, we'll stay here right here. This battle's only a second. Or 5 seconds, there he is right there. So Spidey's trying to reel and deal the wheel. We'll stay right here. Be right back. And it's finally here, the rain. Wow. Wow. So how did Jonathan get back here so far back? Incredible. Incredible strategies. Incredible action here tonight. Anything can happen, and it certainly will. So the opening round of pit stops here is going to be pretty quick. Texas bypassed the pit, and Spidey is coming up to them. We'll see if he pits. He's slowing down now by 2 seconds. Track is still plenty dry, but anything can happen here. Look at that, he just stays on the hammer. Wow. Will he come in the pit? Let's find out. He does not. Here comes the Camel, humping his way to victory lane. .46 liters of fuel. Ooh, slow down big time there. Something's wrong with his car. Mr. Hay in the pits, good job. Camel stays out. Jonathan trying to reel in the Camel here. Dale the Whale. Whoa! Taking it way out to the blue line there. A swimmer of the 7 seas about to try to stay in that top 5. Will he come in the pit? Oh, Dale. I saw that. That's going to be a penalty right there, buddy. Yeah, blatant track cutting there. Shame on you, Dale. That's straight up. Drive through right there, man. Sorry, buddy. That's just how it's going to be. Ay, ay, ay. What are you going to do with these guys? Look at that. Oh my God, dude. I'm assessing the penalty now. Penalty for drive-through penalty for Dale the Whale. You should be getting the message now across the screen. So unfortunately, Dale the Whale's got to get a penalty here. All right, he's way off here. So either he's got something wrong with his car, or I'm not sure. He got 42 liters of fuel. He's got plenty of gas. I know he can't be sliding all over the track. It's not raining that hard yet. Huh? Uh-oh, don't want to do that. So we're gonna see what Dale's got cooking here. Oh. Coming to the Porsche S's. He's got a service penalty now. He's been informed to serve his penalty now. Let's see if he does it. I'll give him the black flag if he does not. Be a smart man, Dale. Come on in. He does not. Alright. I have to go down to the booth here. Excuse me. All right. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I swear, man, these kids, man. Oh boy. Dale the Whale, black flag. You're not scored any points. You will not be scored no matter where you finish. Dale the Whale, black flag. Black flag for Dale the Whale. If anybody can hear me, you let that boy know. He's out for the game. Yeah. I messaged you, man. That's not my fault. You don't have your messages on. You know that's how we're going to communicate with you. What can I tell you? Excuse me. Wow. Well, young man, what can I tell you? You're out for the night.
Why does Dale have a black flag?
He got the black flag because he cut the corners more than once. Although track limits are taken off because it violates you in some areas. I mean, cutting through the fourth chicane without attempting to even take the corner or the chicane itself. Yeah, he got the. I mean, that's why he got it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get your. I hear the comments you're making, but I couldn't. Let me see here. I can bring it up on the my phone, and I'll answer your. There you come. Is that him? Who is that coming in? That is Texas time. All right, so he's out. He's ignored the black flag warning twice, and yeah, he's done for the night. It's a shame, you know. I mean, he's a great driver. I love the kid to death, but you know, I can't allow someone to blatantly manipulate the system like that, man. I mean, you know, you just can't corner cut like that. It's just blatant and wrong there. Spoon, I see you, brother. What do you think about the action here? Have you been monitoring the action? Spoon. Yo, Spoon, are you there?
Yeah, I just hopped back on. The storm pretty much died.
Yeah, you got a storm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, what am I saying here? Is people are talking about why are they asking me about Dale? It says, well, I can't read that. I don't even know where my glasses are. I put my glasses down earlier. Yeah, so Mr. B said the story. Were you in Florida or something like that? You're out that way? Where are you at, Dale? I mean, Spoon. Where do you live at? Spoon.
I had to turn off the stream because I kept hearing the over delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a pretty good storm here, and it killed the power, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what Mr. B was saying. Are you in Florida?
No, I'm in Tennessee.
Okay, well, yeah, Mr. B lives in. Oh no, that's right. He moved. So I don't know what happened to him either. But he said there was a big storm, and yeah, so that's what's going on over there, man. It's kind of scary. I mean, you guys all right?
Yeah, no, we're good. It was just, man, it was pouring. I mean, just absolutely coming down.
Wow.
It was a pretty quick system. Majority of it was north of us.
Yeah.
But we're all fine here. It was just good, you know, thunderstorm.
Well, good deal. I'm glad that y'all are okay here. Give me a second. I'll be right back. 1 second. Be right back.
All right.
Okay, here I am. Let's see what we got here. I hear y'all talking, or should I say, messaging me, if I can read this now. Okay, damage. I don't have the audio because I am practicing in Indianapolis. Why does Dale have the black flag? Can you comment on? Yeah, Dale got the black flag because he corner cut more than once at the same lap, big time, and not just corner cut. He just drove straight through it. what can I tell you, man? I mean, like I said, I can't allow that violation to continue going on. He's running now, but he's not scoring, so it doesn't matter where he finishes. He's done for the night. And so I've tried to message Jonathan. Whoa, he's off there, way off at Indy. I've tried to message Jonathan and a couple other drivers to let him know, but obviously, you know, he's not either adhering or complying. So it doesn't really matter. You know, that's just basically where he's at, man. I mean, like I said, I love the kid to death, but you know, you can't just go around breaking rules and expecting, you know, to get away with it. That's not the kind of rooms that I operate with, and that's not how I operate. You know, I like to guarantee drivers the best opportunity they can to do well, and having a room with a guy like Dale that's obviously in violation is not where I, you know, is not the kind of the thing I promote, man. You know, at all. I'm about fairness, man, and about you know, about correctness, and you know, he's in violation again. He's in the wall. I wonder if that's even him or his AI, but whatever the case may be, it's just all wrong. You know, he's a danger to everybody out on the track. The people that are racing, the leaders, if they come by him, you know, and he's moving all over the place. You know, something can happen. You wouldn't want to be taken out by you know, something like as careless as this. So you know, there's nothing I can do short. I can't go down there and kick him because the game doesn't allow me to kick anymore. Now he's coming in now, but he's done. You're done. He might as well just stay parked. Let me just see if I can message him and tell him that. Stay inside the pit because you're done for the night. Stay in the pit. You're out for the night. Black flag. Seriously. Oh, he's coming out again. Dale, you know, you're really not getting on my good side. You're not at all. That's just way out of line with you, man. So Texas Time still leading him around here, handily, 46 seconds in front of the Camel. It's been that way since, oh my God, an hour and a half ago. The Camel has gotten close, but hasn't gotten close enough to make his move yet. Wonder if he's going to try to do something strategy-wise. I mean, it could be anybody's game here, man. So you just got electrocuted out of the race here. Is that what happened to you? Basically, a spoon? I guess he left too. Spoon. Yeah, he's gone. All right, well, 50 minutes ago, Cisco Johnny was the dog without a storm here, without electricity, with just Dale the Whale on the track in violation. Watching Texas Time hurl around the track here, and here comes the rain now, really coming down here at the second chicane. And we saw this yesterday. It was raining harder at one part of the track as opposed to another part. So will that be something that these drivers have to pay attention to? I'm sure it will. Because when it rains like this, you know, it's so easy to make a mistake. I mean, it's just so easy to just drive off. You know, thinking, oh, let's drive on the next corner, and here you come around the next corner, and whammo, you hit a puddle, and a big puddle, not just a little puddle, but a big one. And you know, with slicks on, you know, your day's done, man. You're going to be off on the wall. Texas just smoking him through there. Look at that. Got the fresh rubber on. Oh, wait a minute. Way off. Woo. Woo. Talk about hairy scary. Digging on it. What do you know? What do you know? Now, where's the spy? A minute and 24 seconds back. So these Porsches have just, when they were up front, they were dominant. I mean, they were just dominating. And now, you know, they're struggling back here, or what should I say, Spidey's struggling back here in the back. But Texas Time is just good. Let's see what their times are based on each other's. Let's see here. time in scoring. So last lap 143.2 is Spidey's, 127.644 is Texas time. Their fast laps are going to be 320 for Spy and 317 for Texas time. So 3 seconds differential. But I mean that's pretty huge, for these two guys. But again, that's the skill level that Texas time brings to the table here. Yeah, he's out. What can I tell you? So somebody knows Dale's phone number. Call him and tell him that he can just park it, because he's not being scored anymore, honey buns. Yeah, boy, just don't listen for beans, does he? I guess not. Uh-oh.
Looks like everybody's running soft tires too.
Yeah, they're not. They're on slicks. I watched them pit. It's raining out there. Yeah, it's raining out there. Like it's raining at your house. It's raining out there.
Yeah, I see the rain, but at the top right corner, it's showing.
Yeah, no, it never gives you the correct information, man. I mean, this game has just always been like that, and so yeah, that's what I hate about this game. It's just or this particular part of it, anyway.
Yeah, I haven't really had much experience on as far as monitoring goes.
Yeah, Damage, if you're in the party with Dale, you need to tell him black flag, man. He needs to park the car. He's done for the night. Yeah.
He backed out.
No, well, he's messaging me on the stream. Oh, Dale backed out?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's done for the night. He black flagged with mechanical damage. Yeah, and I don't appreciate him racing in a party chat and driving in my room. That's bullshit. That's straight up bullshit, man. So, tell him he's done. Here I'm trying to get hold of him, and he's over there bullshitting around with somebody else, man. I'm still gonna have that. J Mutt, what's going on, brother?
There's all J Mutt.
J Mutt, you had a run there, man, for a little while there, man. You were pretty racy at the beginning of the stream there. Can you fill me in a little bit on what happened to you?
Yeah, I mean, just had some difficulties with the setup, and it was all last minute anyway, so I wasn't super prepared, and it just got to the point where I was just a hazard on the track. Didn't want to ruin anybody's race.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I had a few good battles. There was DJ and Ricky and all that, so it was a good time.
There you go.
I just kind of wish I'd stuck it out. But it is what it is.
All right, let me address this question here. What did he do? First of all, he wasn't listening to me when I was trying to direct him. Second of all, corner cutting, just straight up corner cutting through the Ford chicane and through turn 1. I just drove straight through it. I mean, didn't even make the effort to turn, and then got back on the gas. So I don't know if he's out of control, what's going on. He's distracted, but it just I just can't have that, man. If you're going to be in my game, I need you to be in my game and not in somebody else's chat. I need you 100% here, especially on a stream like that. And so he got black flag, and that's all there's to it, man. I mean, if he doesn't like it, that's tough shit, man. That's the way I play it, and if he can't give me 100%, then that's what he gets from me. So you can tell him that, that's all there's to it. I got other guys here that are playing 100%, that are here, and they're with me in the game, and they're not playing Little Big Planet on one side and trying to race with me on the other side. That shit's not going to fly, man. You want to straight up race, you race here in my room. And that's all there's to it, man. You're going to give me half-ass, I'm going to give you half-ass. So that's what it is. Sorry if you get your feelings hurt, but that's what it is, man. And Dale knows that. And Dale knows that. So if he got something to say, he come in here and say it to me. And I'll tell him exactly that again, so... I don't think he will. He's not going to argue that point because he knows he's wrong. And that's why he got black flag. So he wasted 2 hours of his life here, man. He should have been focused and paying attention, man. If he got bored, then he should have left instead of trying to drive around half-assed on the track. You can tell him I said that. Hell, look, I'll tell anybody that. I ain't scared. I ain't got no pride to hurt. I ain't trying out there to be running. I'm trying to get y'all guys out there in the right light, man. And this is not the right light, man. Coming around, driving around with your thumb in your ass. That's not the right light at all, man. You know, for real, dude. Seriously, man, cutting corners and you know and just pulling out. I'm trying to tell you, hey, black flag, or slow down, or come in the pit, so you don't get a black flag. And you don't hear me because you're over there playing Little Big Planet with your sister or something, man. You know, come on, dude. What are you doing, man? You know, that's not gonna fly, man. But yeah, like look at these two guys in here, man. So they came out, expecting to have a good race, and you know, J-Mutt, for the most part, you had fun. I mean, you know, you were in the race, you were listening to the direction, you followed direction as well as possible, and you know, fortunately, it didn't work out for you. Same thing with you, Spoon. You know, fortunately, the weather translated into a disconnect. And but yet, you know, you're still focused enough to where, you know, hey, I want to be involved in this. I want to be part of this. You come up to the booth, you chat with me, you know, and that's what it's supposed to be like, man. You know, half-hearted effort is going to get a half-hearted response, man, any day. You know, and I really appreciate y'all guys. Camel's lucky to have y'all. Yeah, so we're cheering the boss on here. He's 43 seconds back. He's only picked up 3 seconds on the timing board here, but he's got 42 minutes to do something, man. I mean, there's only 5 drivers left in the field here, and DJ Vixen out of the race. What happened to him? Where did he go? What the heck happened to him? I didn't even see him disappear. I was too busy dancing around with Dale over there. But DJ out of the race here. What a shame. The young man was doing so well. What happened to him, man? That's just terrible. But what do you think, J-Mutt and of course Spoon? What do you think of the overall product here, man? I mean, do you think this is something that y'all like to do a little bit more? This multi-class racing like this, or should I say LMP racing? Either one y'all can answer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's such fun racing and so forth. I've always struggled with LMPs. They've never been my strong suit whatsoever. So I kind of knew coming into this race I was more than likely going to struggle.
But at least you attacked it. At least you tried it. You know what I'm saying? And applied yourself to something that's beyond you, and that's how you learn. You know, even if it doesn't improve your LMP driving, this can improve your GT3 driving or your Formula 1 car driving or something. You can always learn something from trying something new and driving with other guys that are faster than you, obviously. You know, and that's always you know, commendable, man. I mean, I got to say, hey, you know, that's awesome, dude. Whether you finish or not, at least you had the sanity enough to try, man. And at least you had, at least you had the what do you call it? The fortitude, man, to stay with it as long as you possibly could, man. Oh my God! What some big debris in the road there, and Road King just hit it a ton. I don't know what that was, but man, it was like a whole clip of something there. So who's in the pit? Texas time. Oh my God! Look, his car's got major damage. So he must have wrecked and lost his whole front end here in the rain. So he must have been out without wet tires, and now he's going to come and put them on and learn his lesson. But that's going to give the Camel. Oh no! Where's the Camel at? Here he comes. Miss Camel, your husband's about to take the lead here, and he's coming on the first straightaway now through the Ford chicane. Oh, she's watching, and here he goes. Oh boy, Texas time. Where is he? He's got his car still in jacks. You can, DJ, come on up. So the Camel crossing the stripe, and he's now P1, new leader. Oh boy. And Spidey's way too far back to do any kind of defense for the Camel. I mean, for Texas time. Texas time has he just effectively shot himself in the foot and given this race away by making that mistake, staying out too long on slick tires, and he wadded that thing up, man. I mean, his whole car was destroyed, basically. Is he still in the pits? He's coming out now, right? Let's see here. Where is he at? Here he comes. Yeah, he's got a U-clip on the front there, but he's 9 seconds back. Can he make up 9 seconds? He couldn't before. Can he do it in the rain? The Camel's now motivated. 39 minutes to go. He's got to be perfect, spot on. So how much gas does Texas time have? He has 61 liters of fuel. The Camel has 11. Oh no! Oh, so the Camel's light and fast, but he's gonna have to pit this time or the next lap by, no doubt. Unless he has some kind of magic fuel machine in the car. What? Hello? What? Who's that? Who's that? Somebody was hollering and screaming. Ah! But yeah, that's how it goes. J-Mutt, I'll tell you what, man. Do you think you're ever going to want to do another LP race, or was that enough for you?
No, I mean, if I come in more prepared, for sure. I mean, you know, and I knew kind of going into this race, like, you know, some of these faster guys like Camel and John and Texas and all those guys. I mean, it was going to be a real uphill battle, and I was maybe in the top 5. Which, yeah, if I'd stuck with it, it looks like I probably would have had. But
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just it was just battle of attrition, and I just didn't have what it took tonight, to be honest with you. Just
Well,
not enough preparation. So
that's still
it is what it is.
that's still good, man. I mean, you should have identified it. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Just prep for this race is big. You gotta be able to have a car that can transition between all these different weathers.
Yeah.
It's so tough.
Well, that's your first that's the first step right there, is to understand that that's what you got to set up for. That's what you got to be prepared for, is understanding the different transitions. And you as a driver have to be multi-transitional as well. You're gonna have to slow down in some of this when it's wet, and you're gonna have to speed up when it's dry, man. I mean, you have to make these changes consciously as well as subconsciously, man. Your body has to be trained for that. Your muscle memory, you have to change your rhythms, your braking points. All got to be different now. I mean, there's so much going on, man, with these endurance races that I mean, it's extremely difficult. That's why winning the 24 hours of Le Mans is so prestigious and so hard, man, because it's such a dynamic platform, man. I mean, it's such a dynamic playing field, man. I mean, you got 43 cars on the track, half of them slower than you, the other half faster than you. You got weather, you got all these things happening, man. Fuel, oil on the track, debris on the track, etc., etc. I mean, you got so many variables, man, that it doesn't matter how much you plan for. That one little piece of carbon fiber on the track cuts your tire down, you crash and you're done. I mean, that's just that fast. So it's all in flux, man. And we're watching the Camel now. He stays out one more, so he's down to 8.9 liters. He's gonna play with a dangerous game here. Your boss is. I know he's got enough to get around, but if he has to hit that boost a couple of times, he might not. Right now he's at 12 seconds. As Texas time is, where's he at? Here he comes, across the stripe now. So Texas was struggling through the chicane there. His car probably not all the way fixed like it needs to be. Spidey was way too far back in the Porsche Estes. Road King 6 minutes back, not even a threat to anybody. And Mr. Hayne, he's not going to give up. This Australian, he's turned out to be a really good man, a really good friend of mine. I really enjoy his company. He just came in here cold, man. I mean, I asked him just about 10 minutes before the race, hey, you want to come in? He said, sure, why not? So, hey, he's a truck driver by nature, man, but yeah, man, the guy is super cool, man. He's got a great wife, a great family. Just a pleasure to have him around. And that's what I do it for, man. You guys like that, man. Come out here and you want to enjoy your Saturday evening, and instead of going to the bar and getting a DWI and punch it on somebody or coming home punch it on your girl or something like that. You want to do some racing, man. That's where it's at, man. It's the best fun, and I get to hang out with the best guys, man. So I really appreciate both y'all. Again, like I said, coming in and hanging out with us. And this is what I do it for, man. For guys like yourself, man. It's all a learning thing, man. It's all about that. I tell you what, though, this can help you in your real world driving. I'm sure you understand that already. Of course you're not gonna be hauling ass like this, but your reflexes, how you see a situation. Say there's a car spinning in front of you on the highway. You're not gonna panic, because you see that all the time. You're desensitized to that. What are you gonna do? You're gonna hit the gas and drive straight to it. Your mom's gonna be like, what are you doing? And you're gonna drive right through the wreck, and they're gonna be like, oh my God, what did you do? So you're gonna be like, yeah, man, you like that, huh? Yeah, Project Cars, man. Yeah. I've done that more than once on the highway, man. And I was screaming, hollering and shit. And then, what happened? Well, drove to the corner there, man. That's what I learned in the racing. And they're like, oh my God, that's but yeah, that's it works. It works out, man. It all does.
What really gets you is when you start left foot braking and you're driving.
Yeah. Power braking through the corner and shit. Over. Yeah. Power pulling into your neighborhood at about 180 miles an hour because you're power braking. I got this. Hit the little chicane there, go over the curb. Pull up. So we're watching Mr. Hayne. He's working his way around. Finally, the gap is still 10 seconds. I think that's going to be it, man. Texas time is going to take the lead here now as the Camel with 5.7 liters of fuel has to come in, man. I mean, he has to pit this time by. I mean, he started at 8. I mean, by the time he gets to the pit road entrance, he's going to be down to 3 or 4. I mean, there's no way he's going to make it around again. Look, he's got a lap car in front of him. Who is that? That is, I would say Mr. Hayne. No, it's not. It is the Camel, and who's that in front of him? Oh, a Road King. So I tell you what, man, I'm surprised about Road King though, man. I thought you guys, man, would outlast him. I mean, not that he's a bad driver, but I just didn't think he was going to finish this whole thing, man. I mean, you got to give it to him, man. I mean, it takes a lot of effort, man, for him to come out here and do that. It takes a lot of work, man. You know, and yesterday he said it the best, man. He goes, I got to just learn how the track, and I got to learn the rain, and I got to learn what the puddles are, and there comes the camel. But I mean, I guess he must have been practicing today because he's out here and he's doing the thing, man. And you know, that's going to be our driver of the night award there, man, for the Road King, man. Doing well. What are y'all's thoughts on that, man? You know, you raced them more than I do.
Yeah, I mean, Ray Chains, he's a solid driver. Does
Yeah.
a great job, whatever he does. And for him to be sticking it out here tonight and running forward, that's a great move for him, and hopefully he can finish strong.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, again, you guys are showing really strong here. I think I have one guy from my league still in it, and that's Mr. Hain. He's last spot. Texas Time and Spidey, Texas has never joined my league, so to speak, although he participated in, I've had several leagues before, and he's participated in all of them. I can usually call him and he'll come race with me, but he's never joined my league, so I can't say he's ever actually been a member, and neither has Spidey, but, you know, it doesn't really matter, man. You know, it's Sim Racing's just one big happy family, except Dale DeWell. He's out of it right now. He's not I'm not happy with him right now at all. But yeah, man.
Looks like we got Camel moving on to the wets here.
Well, yeah, he's got a pit. I mean, you know he had a pit, and so where's he at here? He is P3. Yeah, so he's out now. But who's that in front of him? Spidey. You can come up here, dude. I told you it was open. That's DJ Vixen. When y'all guys can you invite him up here? If I do that, I have to end the stream here and do all that. Yeah, just get him up here. Ah, man. I tell you what, DJ, man, we're gonna interview him and I'm gonna ask him some hard questions, man. I mean, some hard, embarrassing questions. He's telling me not to embarrass him online. His mom's watching. So, no, I don't know if his mom is watching or not. I've been dogging your son if y'all are watching. Mr. Pearson, I think his name is, last name, something like that. But yeah, sorry about that. You know, he's a good kid, sort of. I guess when he's asleep. DJ, not in here yet. Oh boy. So what do we got here? So right there on the back bumper of Spidey, that's the Camel. And then they still got 43 seconds, man. And Texas Time has got a full belly of fuel. There's no freaking way that the Camel can make up 43 seconds in 31 minutes. There's no way, dude. I mean, unless God intervenes again and touches the Porsche like he did a minute ago to slow it down, that's not going to happen, man, because the rain looks like it's already going to be stopping here shortly. And yikes. So did y'all invite him up here? Oh, do I need to do that? Let me see here.
It looked like he joined.
DJ, are you in here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you are. Well, I tell you what, man. I don't know whether to be happy with you, to be sad with you, or I don't know what's going on, man. I mean, we primed you and prepped you for 3 days, 4 days, non-stop. Circuit de la Sarth. You did 1,000 laps here in the rain. We made you do 500 push-ups a day. I mean, we thought I built an Alan McNish or Tom Christensen in you, and you got up to P5. I was like, all right, and then all of a sudden you just sunk like a stone to the bottom of the sea, man. What happened, man? Did you just get tired, bored, or I mean, your car fell off? What happened?
Not really sure, to be honest. I mean, I was doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You're doing great, man.
Yeah, I guess it was the strategy, because I think some people might have been double stinting on like hards, and I was just doing the single stints on softs. And that might have lost me some time. Other than that, I made very few mistakes. I mean, I outbraked myself into the Mall Seine once, and I lost about 10 seconds in the gravel trap, and then I spun, I think, twice. But other than that, it was pretty good. Did I tell you that you had to understand your strategies when you were practicing those 3-hour races? That was going to be key, you know, to understanding it. And you know, obviously, you didn't do all your homework on here, but you know, I mean, I still got to give it to you, man. It was still a good shot, a good effort, and you know, I guess you can stick around, man. I guess we'll let you hang out for a little bit longer, you know. Unfortunately, disconnected with about 50 minutes left.
What happened? I mean, you got weather over there, or was just disconnected?
We're actually having like a hailstorm or something.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was hearing like clicking on the window and there's like lightning flashes. So
Nice,
it's
nice.
really the weather, but I guess like I was looking on for P5.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you were almost a minute and something back from P5, and I didn't see that happening unless. And who was in front of you? That was Road King, or somebody was in front of you there. But
Yeah, well, it was actually Dale.
Dale, that's right. Yeah, well, Dale got left right because he was just not. He was corner cutting, and I was just I don't know what he was doing. If he was concentrating or he was, like I said, you know, he's in another chat while trying to race a full-on LMP race in my room. You know, you got to be 100% here, paying attention to this, and you know, I guess hopefully he'll learn his lesson, and maybe he's going to be mad. I don't know, but you know, whatever the case may be, you know, that's just something I can't have. You know, especially on a public stream like that. You know, that looks bad on me, and it definitely looks bad on him. So you know, you got to be 100% focused when you do these things, man. You can't be half in and half out. You got to be 100% in, and you know, that's what I expect, man. You know, and that's all I ask is that, you know, if you tell me you're going to do something and you commit to it, I expect 100% of you, because I'm going to give you 100%. If we do something together, then, hey, you know, you expect me to do my part. You know, you expect me to stream, and you expect me to broadcast, and you expect me to do these things, and I certainly will, to the best of my ability. But I also expect you to race just as hard and clean. And look at this right here, the Camel about to put the kibosh on Spidey, taking the second step on the podium. 27 minutes and 13 seconds to go. Camel bobbing, weaving, and diving like a drunken sailor. Can he get it done here? Spidey again on the defensive. I'll tell you what, that Spy car, man, he took a beating on the first 20 laps, man. I mean, just holding the defense up for Texas time. I mean, there he goes on the inside. Does he pinch him side by side, wheel to wheel, puts the versatility down the long room straight, and Spidey on the curbs. He's hanging tough, but the Camel, he gets him. Holy moly! But Spidey's going to have a run in the draft here. He's going to sneak shot around. The Camel goes a little wide there. Starts to run him a little wide. Excellent defense there by the Camel. Gives him a lane, but not too much. Spy has to slide in here, and whoa! He's going to try to beat. Oh my God! Look at that Camel going defensive there, and closes the door. Oh, big Spy out wide. What a great move by Camel. Put the dirty air on the front end of that nose there of that Porsche. But Spy again, a veteran, is not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick here, and he's not going to go too far out there. See how he positions his car just a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, not directly in the draft. And here he goes down the Porsche S's. Now this is going to be interesting here because these guys are going to have a lot of room and a lot of speed. And let's see who has the sand to stick it out and stay flat-footed through here. See, the road is not as wet in some places here, but there it is. Whoa, Camel gets that thing grounded out and stuck. Where's Spy right there? See how Spy backed out of the throttle there? Just to give Camel just enough room to, you know, make a mistake if he needed one, or if he had to make one. So he doesn't get collected as well. But the Camel just riding the car, stays within the boundaries and limitations of the track. Spidey was a little wide there, trying to push. That's when you make a mistake. And Camel about to come in. Nope, crosses the stripe. He's already come in, that's right. So through the fourth chicane. So it's going to be a battle now for second, really, because it looks like Texas Time has cut that. Oh, again, Camel way out there in the track limits there, man. That's not as blatant as Dale, but I'm going to give one more warning on that. Last warning for the track limits, man. I got to tell him that because that is a little bit too far. I've seen him do that about 3 or 4 times tonight. And see, look at that right there. See, that's too much right there, man. He's been doing that too often. I know he's doing a battle right now, but that's as a steward, I can't accept that. You know, if Zebra was here, he may say something about, oh, you know, that's okay, but you know, this is not Zebra's room. This is mine. So, hey, so it is what it is, man. But yeah, overall, DJ, good job, man. I guess you could stay, man. We'll allow you to stay for a little bit longer.
Well, big thing, I have to thank One Space, because without him, I
absolutely
wouldn't have been here.
Brian Bedlow, man. Yeah, Brian Bedlow stood up and he got down for you, man. Because I was curious about how I was gonna help you get that together there, and Bedlow just stood up and you know, volunteered that up, and you know, you gotta love him for that, man. So yeah, you owe Mr. Bedlow a big thank you, and you know, something on Facebook, maybe a little thank you up there, you know, for the world to know. Because yeah, he certainly got down for you, man. Brian, yeah, Brian has been a good guy, man, lately, and yeah, he's helped me out with a couple things as well. So yeah, you gotta appreciate a guy like that, man. And I don't see. Oh, here's a Camel right here. All right, track warning limits. Track limits warning. How do I say that? Track warning or track limit warning, right? Yeah. Come on, come up here. Here we go. track limit warning. Corner cutting on the Ford chicane and turn 1. I hope he has his notifications on.
Sparty about overshot the corner up there.
Yeah. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh my God. Spidey has not relented, man. And now the shoe's on the other foot. Now now the Camel is leading him around here, with just 23 minutes to go. He's got to be super defensive as well, because Spidey has nothing to lose. He's not trying to win because he knows he can't. It's too far. The Camel, on the other hand, just wants his position. He knows that he can't win either. So this is going to be a battle. This is like the battle for first place in a way. The Spy did his job tonight. He allowed Texas Time enough leeway. He held them up long enough to where Texas got away, and he's well away now. 38 seconds to the fronts. There's no way to catch him now. But now Spidey's by himself now. The special forces left him there, and he's got his machine gun, and he's wounded. He's laying there, and the Japs are coming. He's shooting at him. I'm gonna die here. I got a grenade in my hand. He's gonna blow himself up if they have to, man. He's gonna try to fight. He's gonna try to win this for himself now. He's done his job, and that's the kind of teammate you want, man. We all, like I told Zebra earlier, we all need a spy guy in our life, man. For real, somebody who's got your back like that, man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I had a couple of teams like that, man. That it's very rare to see guys like that that'll sacrifice a win or a position for the overall good, man. Some guys just don't think on that level, man. And that's awesome to see that play out here tonight. So with 21 minutes left, what do you think, Spoon? Where are you at with this, man? What do you see here going on, man? Is this just a giddy right here between Texas Time and everybody else? I mean, was it a walk away, or did he have to work for it tonight?
I mean, I haven't been able to watch
the whole
too much of it.
Yeah, right. From your perspective of the car, I mean, when he passed you a couple of times, as he's passing you, did you feel like he was dominating?
Yeah, I mean, from what I've been watching, I mean, everybody's doing really well. This battle between Camel and Spy right now is, I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
20 minutes just about still left, and there's still a lot to happen.
Anything can happen in the last 20 minutes, and as the clock gets shorter and shorter, so do the nerves, so do the decision-making, stream, the whole thing, the decision-making process, is just, it goes out the window, man. I mean, you forget all the things that you've got you this far, and you make snap decisions, and a lot of times they're wrong. And that's where guys win or lose. And look at this right here, slicing and dicing. See, that's the wrong place to be when you come out of the first chicane, is in the middle of the road right there. You want to be off to the right or to the left, because there's a puddle right there. And yet, are they thinking about that? No, they're not. They're just going for it. Who's more foolish, the fool that leads or the fool that follows? I mean, they're running the same line, and I know why Spy's running the same line so he can stay within the draft. But what's Camel doing? He's got to run defensive. He's got to position that car somewhere where he can either block to the left or to the right. And and that's a dangerous game to play, man. I personally, if I had the car to lead like this, I would let Spy go first until the last maybe lap or so, and then I would make my move. Because leading right now, you're expending a lot more energy mentally as well as physically, man. Because you're having to look in the mirror, you're having to think more. Your processes are. Look at that! There he goes on the outside. See, and you have to fend off this right here. Now he can't block. He can't just dive over and close the door on him like that. But Spy's harassing him, constantly harassing him, poking him with a damn poker. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Like the devil, poking him with that little pitchfork. They're trying to get you to look up, make a move, do something stupid. Get you off balance. Of course, the Camel's a veteran. He doesn't get easily rattled or shaken, and that's why he's here right now fighting these guys that are top echelon drivers, man. Definitely the Camel is one a guy that you want to listen to and take advice from, and he knows his business, and it translates right here in front of y'all. If there was any doubt about the Camel's ability to drive, here you go, right here. Granted he didn't win, but look at the performance he's giving you right now, battling a guy like Spidey, man, wheel to wheel, two different kind of LMP1 cars in the rain at Circuit de la Sarth, man. Come on, dude, it doesn't get any better than that, man. that's like you know, grudge matching with you know, some of the best free birds and you know, and all these other guys. You know, it's just like that, man. It's just the best, man. You know, it's like having a dream date with you know, with the Ultimate 10 or something. You know, this is the top of the top, man. I don't think Formula One even can say, hey, you know what, our racing is this close, because it's really not, man. I watched some of the F1 YouTube streams, and quite frankly, they're just boring, man. I mean, they're really, really boring. The racing is way too clean, and they get excited about some little half-ass move. Oh, look at him going to this. That's not, that ain't nothing, man. I got guys doing that just by accident, on purpose, or practice. You know, that's nothing, man. You know, this is some good action right here, man. I mean, this is where it's at. Even real-world endurance racing. I mean, how long has this been going on? Since y'all jumped the room, like 20 minutes or so? You know, 5, 6, 7, 8 laps. I mean, dude, that's almost impossible, man, in the real world, man. In a real-world environment, the quality of drive that you get here, man. I mean, how much does it take for the Camel to stay concentrating, or Spidey to stay concentrating? You know, this long, man. Most human beings have a attention span of like 5 minutes, you know, or less. You know, what can I tell you? It's the truth, man. Even I do. But I can't take my eyes off this, because this is amazing, man. This is where it's at right here. This is what I work for. This battle right here. I think I bring these two guys, man. I wish y'all two were out there still. Go ahead.
What are the fuel amounts right now? So
right now,
30.
Yeah. Okay. So
Cam. Spidey's at 17.
Oh, so Spy's not going to even have enough to continue his battle on. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh, Spy's way off there. Yeah, he's missed the breaking point completely. Spy is at 14.6. So does he have enough at 17 minutes? That's for
6 laps to go.
Yeah, he does not have enough, man. And what is that, like 4 laps, 4 liters a lap? More or less 4 or 5 liters a lap. Yeah, so
probably gotta be a little bit less now, considering
yeah.
we're running in the rain.
Yeah. Well, no, you're spinning your tires at some of these exits here, and like he just went off. That consumes fuel as well when you go off in the gravel, because you're forcing the car to get out of that gravel. You know what I'm saying? You're making the car bog down. And it's expending fuel. So he's giving fuel away by driving off. You want to stay off the rumble strips. You want to stay smooth on the track. That's not happening for him right now. He's in the draft of the Camel, and the Camel's just making his life miserable. So yeah, Camel's got a good strategy going on, but 37 seconds back is just way too long, way too far. So one more time before we go bye-bye. Let's run down the back of the order here. Mr. Hayne with one headlight, still plotted around here. The ever consistent, the ever constant, good old boy from down under. I tell you what, there's none like him. When they made Mr. Hayne, they broke the mold and threw it away, man. He's got 2 great sons and a great wife. I'm sure he has more children than that, but I know Adam and Todd, those guys are, well, you want to talk about fast, man. I mean, my God, these guys are in a different realm of reality, man. I mean, they're just spot-on guys, man. They both have great attitudes, man, and Mr. Haynes the same way, man. You know, friendly as can be, man, but boy, he'll whoop you down on the track, that's for sure, man. He's having a rough go of it tonight, but don't let that be a judge of his overall character as a human being and as, of course, a race car driver, because if you put him in the right environment, in the right car, he's gonna eat your lunch, man, any day of the week, man, that's for sure, hands down. He had the opportunity to win a championship in our GT3 series. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, but fortunately for the other driver, unfortunately for him, but fortunate for the other drivers that he had to go on a cruise, and yeah, with his wife, and he was gone 2 or 3 weeks, and yeah, that was it, man. He couldn't recover points wise, but still, overall, I mean, that doesn't matter. He's here to have fun, and that's all that counts. So, moving up here to your boy Road King, woo, way out there in the Porsche S's. You know, he's tired. You know he is, man. He's gonna finish this thing. Oh man, he's gonna finish this thing off. When you make mistakes like that, little mistakes, little bobs, and jerking the wheel around, you know you're tired. You know, mentally he's probably really tired. His eyes are drooping, his neck hurts, his hands, got that death grip on his hands with the rain, and he's just trying to keep that car, pointed in the right direction and try to bring this thing to the house. He's got 14 laps. He's like, oh my God, the clock's just going click, click. I mean, like slow, dude. It's like 5 seconds for every one click, and he's like, oh my God, like the last 10 minutes of school or something, you look at the clock, oh my God, that's how it is for him right now. Look at that, woo, way off in the corner. I'm not even going to penalize him like that, because that's not even, I can't, man. I mean, what's he going to do there? I mean, he's tired, man. I mean, he's making mental mistakes. He's overdriving himself. He's overdriving the car. He just needs to slow down and just finish this race and bring it to the house and not wreck. You know, especially not wrecking in front of the leaders. They might be coming up on him pretty soon here. You know, that's all I can say, man. But a valiant effort either way. A great drive. You know, I didn't expect it, but there he is. You know, so he's like gum on my shoe. You just can't get rid of him. All right, so let's move up, and of course, Spy. Oh, he's back at it with the Camel. So he's rebounded. His tires cooled off, and oh boy, look at this. He's right on his gearbox now. So the Camel again, no reprieve, no break from the relentless assault of the Spy. You know, you get around these two Porsches, man. One of them's going to be attacking you no matter what, man. You know, they're going to be harassing you. Look at that. Look at that. On the outside, on the inside, the Camel just got to be like, you know, he's not. When he's looking at the guy behind him, he's not paying attention to what's happening in front of him there. And that's when you make a mistake. Overdrive the car, drive into the wall, you know, hit the wrong puddle, position your car wrong for exit. Anything can happen. Hit a car that you come up on. DJ, what happened to you there on that one? That's what I wanted to ask you. You hit that dude in Indy. You hit Road King.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you just drilled him from behind. What happened there, man?
I was coming up behind him. We were doing like drafting for a while, trying to catch up to whoever was in front of us, and just coming out of Indy and into Arnage, I kind of got some aero wash because I was too close to him going into the braking zone, and I usually brake a lot later than other people into that turn anyway, so it's like the combination of them. It didn't go well.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of damage on the front. Fortunately, that was it.
Wow. Well, look at this right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man. Oh, my God. Look at that super tight racing there between the Camel and Spy. They were doing that all the way down the back straight there. No name straight, side by side, wheel to wheel. Porsche was in the lead. Now the Audi's in the lead. And what a tremendous battle, man. I mean, what a tremendous battle, these two. Now, if this is racing, this is the exhibition that we were looking for. It was all worth it just to watch this last piece right here, these last 20, 30 minutes of this 3-hour endurance race, just to get this, just a little bit of hit out of here. Oh, my God. Great stuff. The Camel's got to be proud of his work tonight. Spidey's got to be proud of his work tonight. I mean, come on, dude, this isn't getting closer than that, man. Without making contact, I'm totally impressed, man. I hope you guys are too, man. I hope you're enjoying this just as much as I am, because this is just fantastic driving, man.
The last few minutes like this, especially when it's this close, it's very much a mental game, I would say.
Oh my God, a mental game. Jesus Christ, yeah.
It becomes less about who's faster and more about who's thinking more clearly, because they're both tired.
You know they are.
They're both going about as fast as they can.
Yeah, you know they are. If not faster, some of them are driving beyond their limits, right, Road King? Some of them are pushing a little harder than they need to be, but that's okay. Look at this. Oh my God, Camel overtries the corner there and almost brake checks. Look at that. Oh my God. What a, man. I tell you what though, man, you got to give Spy all the credit in the world, man, for not hitting the Camel, man. This Camel, I hope he doesn't drive like this in the real world. If he does, just punch it for me. No, I'm just kidding. That's great stuff there, man. Oh my God, Camel, man, get it on there, baby. Spidey, man, you got to make a move here, man. I'll tell you what, man, I wish I had a reward to give these guys, man, because this is fantastic stuff here, man. The Brits, y'all guys got lucky, man, because we were going to kick the shit out of y'all, man, if y'all are watching. We were, man. Look at these two guys right here. I mean, y'all probably sit there slack-jawed and doe-eyed, man, say, oh my God, Johnny, I'm glad we didn't come over there. You're sure right, man, because there would be no tea and crumpets for you, man. It would just be ass-kicking and punches, man. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Come on, Camel. You'd have been beat by a Camel and a Spy in a Texas time. Yeah. This is great stuff, man.
Spy will have to hit this time by.
Yeah, he has to with 5 liters left. Yeah.
Does he have anything left in the tank to kind of push
5
Camel into a mistake?
5.2. Well, no, there's no way. Camel's got 21 liters.
If he hits the boost, he won't.
Yeah, he'll run out. He'll run out of gas. Yeah, he'll run out of gas. Even if he does make Camel makes a mistake, Camel can just recover and drive off. You know, if it doesn't kill his car, you know, by the time Spy pits and gets gas, Camel's going to drive right by him. So what he wants to do now is just stay right there where he's at and hope for the best. You know, expect the worst, but hope for the best because he's got to come in, man. 21 liters Camel has. He's got plenty of gas to get to the end of the race. What does Texas have? 21 liters as well. Road King has 23.7 and Mr. Hayne has got 22.8. So everybody but Spy, he's got enough to make it. But Spy with 4.1. In the draft here, he's getting a little bit better mileage. 3.9 now. Let's keep watching 3.7. Let's see what he's got here. Under braking, he should be building up a little bit more. 3.6. Heavy braking now. Look at it. There's the brake. Taps the brake. There's more brake right there. 3.5. On the throttle.
It should be good to make it to the pit lane.
Yeah, he'll make it to the pits.
About
Yeah.
4.5.
Yeah, he'll make it there. He'll make it there. No problem. But look at that. Just let him go. Let him go. Camel got pride, man. He don't want to let him go.
I doubt he knows how long.
Yeah, he doesn't know how much gas he has, and that's what makes it so interesting. You know, no spotter to tell you he's got a pit. No pit crew. No crew chief to tell you, hey, you know, take it easy. Let him go. He's got a pit. So they got somebody running calculations on everybody else, you know, and so they know what everybody else has as far as fuel. And they say at 2.7, look how fast it went down. You know, now that it's at the bottom of the can there, it's just sucking up fuel as he sloshes it to the left and to the right. 2.6, he's gonna make it in, but just barely. He's not on the boost. He might have hit the boost for a minute and thought better of it, and he has to come in. Oh, what a fight there, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the Camel. Camel's like, he's leaned over. I can see him like an old man, tired, with his hands on his knees and his boxer shorts and his socks pulled up and being held up with his damn garter belts and shit in his socks. And he's got that wife beater T-shirt, the you know what I'm talking about. Was that how he looks, Miss Camel? Yeah. With his handkerchief, wiping his face, all sweaty and stuff. Yeah. Got Stacey Adams on his shorts, his boxer shorts. So, Spy on the pits. How much gas is he taking here? Is that 19? Oh, that's plenty of gas. No tires, no nothing. Just give your gas and go. That's it, dude. And the Camel, he's gone, baby. Almost 40 seconds down the road. He hasn't let off the gas, but he's got less pressure now. He can focus and rest his mind and just hit his marks. He's looked at the clock already. He knows that there's no way that he's going to catch Texas time in this amount of time. That battle with Spy, again, Spy doing what he needed to do, holding up the only threat that could possibly have taken Texas out, and that's doing battle with this guy right here. Even if it cost him a position, that's how you do it, man. He sacrificed himself for the greater good of his team. And you know what? I'm going to give Spy the most valuable driver of the world tonight, man. I mean, you gotta love a guy like that. Like I said, we all need a little Spy in our life, man, for sure. Because that was awesome stuff, man. For real, man. That's how you endurance race, man. If you have a teammate, that's what y'all supposed to do. Who's faster and who's not. And he already knows that, man. He knows that he can't compete with that 3-second differential in time. So what he's going to do is he's going to do what I can, and that's going to hold people up. That's going to keep them busy. That's going to have enough racecraft to hold off a guy like the Camel. Because, I mean, come on. If you would have been doing that with you, J-Mutt, or you, Spoon, how fast would he have got around you? If you were in that position, pretty quick, right? Within a lap or two, right? You're okay. Same with me. You know, but the Spy held him off for. We saw him for like 15 laps at least, man. You know, 10, 15 laps. I mean, it takes a lot to hold up a guy like Camel, man. I mean, you know, Camel knows his business, man. And you guys, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I've raced with Camel for about 3.5 years, and he's probably one of the most consistent and just fast guys I've ever raced with. And
how many times have you beat him?
Break his back. I mean, it's hard to.
Yeah, you're not gonna break his back. Because he got too much experience, man. I mean, he's got way more experience than probably all of us together. What Camel's like, 480 years old, something like that. So you know, he was racing the Stone Wheel. He was racing the Stone Wheel when he was a kid. You know, that was his car, the Stone Wheel, man. Miss Camel, you're watching. Don't tell him I said that.
Your question, I've beaten him 0 times.
Yeah, 0 times. What about you, J-Mutt, or you, Spoon? How many times do y'all beat the Camel here, head to head, wheel to wheel?
Oh, 0.
I mean,
0. Easy, say. Oh, I know that answer, 0.
I've had my fair share of battles with him for sure.
Oh yeah, but
as far as like our Camel's Premier Racing League goes, I'm the only one to ever beat him in a championship. So
1 point by 1 point.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if One Space can hold him off here this coming week to close up that championship. Consistency. I think we ran 26, 27. He's won all of them but one. So he's a tough guy to beat.
It's unfortunate that Spy couldn't have lasted the whole race, though. because I really enjoy, almost as much as seeing the moves getting done, is the mental preparation that goes into it. And it's hard to have the right mindset going into a situation. Like myself, like I have like 3 different mindsets that I go into, and depending on the situation that I'm in, depends on like the way that I think. Like if I'm on like a qualifying lap or I'm by myself, I'll run a certain way, or if I'm right behind somebody, I'll either wait for them to make a mistake, or if I know I can get past, like, it's hard to keep thinking the right way that you need to not make a decision that isn't ideal and make a mistake, so it's impressive to see him going at it like that for so long.
Looks like we'll be coming down for a white flag lap here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it's unfortunate so many people disconnected. Why is that, like, the 2/3 of the field disconnected?
The Thinker, y'all can you hear me out? There they go. The Thinker and of course the victor for tonight. Texas time 2:14 through Indy for the last time, and onto the Porsche S's. He doesn't want to slow down. He doesn't want to change his. Oh, look at that in the wall. Who is that? No, Mr. Hayne in the wall. Oh, like Blair Witch, man, just cracked into the wall, facing the other way. You know. Oh my God. So Mr. Hayne, that was crazy. Here he comes through the Porsche S's. Yeah, like I said, he doesn't want to change his speed or his rhythm. He doesn't want to try to do anything different. That's when you make a mistake. And here he comes. The last time. Texas time 2:14 through the fourth chicane. Put your hands together for Time Machine Racing. A dominant performance tonight. I can't say he led flag to flag, but he sure led when it counted, and that's the last lap. Brought that Porsche 919 to victory lane. What can I tell you, man? Texas time 2:14. Always a pleasure and an honor to have him in my rooms and put on a show like this tonight. Wow, good job, man. Good freaking job. Now we won't be able to interview Chris because he's got that Mike Tyson voice. Hi, Johnny. You know, he's got that little funny voice. So, yeah. Wow. So yeah, it's the way it goes, man. So he's off there. Tex is gonna park it, and here comes the Camel. Now we will look at that. Oh, big pieces of something in the road there. That's got Mr. Haynes stuff. Oh man. So the Camel bringing it to the house here. Wow. 22 seconds back. Whew. You know he's tired, man. You know he's whooped. Yeah. Bring it to the house, Camel. Ooh. There it is. The Camel taking a victory here. Second place. So I guess that's like a victory for him. Yeah, I guess so. And finally, eking around P3. Here he comes. P3, the Spy. He's not even punching it now, man. He's just gonna drive it on home, drive it to the house. That's it. Race is over. He's got a podium out of it. Now, let's see if I can interview him. He might interview. Let's see here. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think I've ever talked to Spy for an interview. That's crazy, man. The only interviews we're going to get are Road King, Mr. Hayne, and the Camel. Yeah, well, you know what? That's the way it goes. So crossing the stripe now for a P3. You gotta love it, man. He's gonna get the most valuable driver of the award tonight, man. I mean, what a freaking drive, man, by the Spy, man, to hold off and fend off just about the entire field like a motorsports ninja. Cha 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 cha. Fighting and slicing his way, holding him off, and let Texas time do his thing, man. What a teammate, man. What a teammate. What a brilliant job tonight. The star of tonight, man, is going to be this guy right here. Spy, for sure. And that's no bullshit. Here goes Road King, the most determined driver of the night. Yeah. Camel Racing, bring it to the house here. I'm creeping along. And that's it, folks. Wow, 3 hours of Sarth. Thank you for joining us. Six and Johnny, Wallace the dog. The zebra's gone, but yeah, what can I tell you? Phoenix Motorsports and the Ministry of Speed proudly presented 3 hours of Sarth, man. Great job. I couldn't be prouder of the performance of Texas Time and, of course, the Spy. Let me see if I can get these guys Spy up here. Maybe he'll talk to me. I know Mr. Hayne will talk to me. Stick around. This could be interesting here, and we'll see how that all plays out. So let's see what we got here. So Mr. Hayne, here we go. Who else was in here? Okay. Nope. Nestoza, Obear. Oh, Obear, what's up? RDJ. There he's Road King. Yeah, we want to talk to him. And let's hear. Where's Spidey? Let's see if he'll come up here in Texas Time. I don't think they will. And Camel. Let's see if I can get Camel up here. Hold on, Camel. I forgot to invite you. Let's see here. The Camel. Here we go. Spidey, man, you know, dude, I've seen you race plenty of times before. I've seen you put on performances. I've seen you do all kinds of things. But tonight, man, I'm gonna have to tell you, man. I would give you the most valuable driver of the award of the race tonight, man. The award for the most valuable driver, man. What a teammate, man. For you to fend off all these attacks on Texas Time, allowing him to separate himself from the field. A brilliant strategy between y'all two guys, man. I mean, you sacrificed yourself. You threw yourself on the grenade more than once. and you got your teammates to victory lane, ultimately the win. You finished second. I mean, you finished third. My question to you is, how did you run out of gas, man? You had 4 liters left, man, after a tremendous battle with the Camel, man, wheel to wheel, side to side. I mean, just dodging, weaving, bobbing like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, man. Y'all guys just beat on each other, man. What a fantastic race, man. We were up at the booth here cheering and hollering like 2 girls, man. Man, y'all guys just put on a show, man. Spy, tell me, what happened, man? What happened with the fuel? How did you drop that ball? Oh. Uh-huh. Oh my. Well, you fended off Dale the Whale, you fended off the Camel, you fended off who else was it? Ghost. Who else was it? Who else is up there? Oh, there was a couple more guys out there, man. They were just putting Camel. I mean, they were just putting a pressure on you, man. Dude, when you pitted that first time after so many laps, they kept you in there for a while, man. I guess you had a lot of damage. Trying to fix all that beating and banging y'all were doing, man. And then you just came back out. You were behind. You caught back up. You put yourself in between the Camel and Texas Time. You kept them busy for the last like 15 laps, man. We watched that entire segment of both y'all just beating on each other, man. That was fantastic driving, man. Camel, that was spot on, man. I can't just holy smoke, man. Y'all guys put on a show tonight, man. And Spy, like I said, the most valuable driver of the race tonight, man, goes to you, man. You are the MVP tonight, man. And Texas Time should be proud that he has a teammate like you, man. And like I told Zebra earlier, man, we all need a little Spy in our life, man. To have our back like that, man. Well done, man. Congratulations on your third place.
Oh man,
Ooh.
it was clean, man. It was clean. It's always good when it's clean. That's all you can ask for.
Oh my God. Well, great stuff, man. Great compliments between each other, man. Camel, I got to tell you, bro, that's like a win, man, for you, man. I thought you could bring something to Texas, but Spy did the right job, man. He kept you busy. If he dropped the ball at some point and let you catch up to Texas, that would have been a whole different ball game. Texas had made a couple mistakes. He crashed his car for a while there. I thought you were going to catch him. He knocked the whole front end off, man. I mean, the whole clip was gone, dude. And I thought that was it. I thought the Camel was going to take the lead, and you did for a minute there, but you had to pit for fuel. The strategy was almost there, man. And you even pitted one time with like 4 liters left, man. I mean, just barely enough gas, man. I said, oh my God. We watched the whole drama play out, man. You got to be tired, man. You got to be exhausted right now, mentally as well as physically, man. Tell me about your race, man. Congratulations on your second place, though.
Well, it was definitely a tough race, but you got to be perfect to win these type of races with this talent. Yeah, I kind of screwed myself coming into the pits the very first lap. I was trying to pull up my pit window, and when I got on the brakes right there before the pit road, it locked them up and slid, and I crashed straight into the pit wall. And
oh God, I
was in the pits for close to 28 seconds, I think, extra. So like I said, I was with Texas and that other guy that quit. Can't remember his name. I was right there with him, but I knew when that happened, it was going to be an uphill battle from there. So,
well, dude, your pace was just amazing, man. We watched you in the rain, we watched you in the dry. It never changed, man. You adjusted to the weather situation, and you adjusted your line when you needed to. But overall, man, there was no way that Texas Time would have been able to stay as consistent as he did with pressure like that you were putting on Spidey. That was a fantastic battle, man. J Mutt and Spoon were up here. We were watching, and even they have to admit that was just fantastic racing all the way around, man. So your wife jumped in and gave us a message, earlier on, and said, hey, she's cheering for you. So yeah, man, great stuff, man. And, we appreciate you and your family being involved with us, and thank you for coming tonight, man. And well done. Congratulations on your second spot.
All right, thank you.
Amen. All right, Road King, I know you're in here. Road King? No?
Yes, I am.
Dude, we decided that you were going to get the most determined driver award of the night. I mean, you did not quit. You stayed with it, man. I don't care if you were 20 minutes down. It didn't matter, man. The Road King was going to finish this race no matter what. Yeah, I got to tell you, man. New York tough, baby, man. You got it done. Tell me, man, what was the drive behind that drive, man? I mean, what fueled you to continue on?
Well, number one, determination to complete a 3-hour race. I never competed in one before, so that was key for me.
Okay.
And then the other thing was that as I saw, people start dropping out, I just said, you know what? It's a couple of cars that were close that we were racing. DJ, unfortunately, he disconnected, but it was I saw some light ahead, so just kept going and figuring if I can finish the race, that's a number one. And if I can finish higher than where I started, that's the second bonus.
Well, you know what? You did that. Now, let me ask you, toward the end of the race there, I don't know, about 15 minutes ago, we saw the Road King cutting some corners, making some mental errors, man. Were you getting tired? Was it mental?
There was just tired. Plus, what happened was I put the rain tires on, I think, too early because at the practice yesterday, if you remember, I waited a little bit too long. So, I started to skid out with the slick. So I put the rain tires on a little bit too early. They burned up, and I didn't want to change the tires when I went into the pit for fuel. I figured, I could probably last. They just got eaten up, and my left front was almost gone. So it was hard to make turns. So towards the end, when Hayne was behind me, I saw that he was about a minute and a half. I said, let me just finish the race. I just was trying to, kind of drive slow, and, I was hitting some patches. Believe it or not, the rain and the puddles started to accumulate a lot more at the end.
Yeah, well, the race it was going to rain longer. The blocks were a lot longer, so the puddles were going to definitely accumulate. And I'm glad that you understood that. Yesterday, you made that comment that you needed to learn where they were at, and it looks like you survived. And so and
that's exactly what I wanted. At that point, that's what I wanted to do because I knew I wasn't going to catch any of the top three because they already lapped me. And I knew Hayne was, at one point he was about 30 seconds behind. Then he pit, and then that's why I went in without changing tires. And I had a little bit of engine damage. I said, let me just turn that off and just try to get in, just put a splash of fuel in just to finish the race. And I guess it worked out, but it was kind of tough at the end.
Wow. Well, again, like I said, the most determined driver of the award goes to you tonight, man. You put your head down. You finished in front of guys that have more experience than you in regards to this kind of racing. You showed that you're not a quitter, man, and that counts for something in anybody's book, or at least in mine. So again, well done, man. Congratulations again for finishing the race, man.
Appreciate that.
Awesome stuff.
Thanks.
And finally, the man that I want to talk to you, my brother, my main man, Mr. Hayne, Dave, man, dude. This is, I don't even know where to start. This race was just bad for you the whole way around. I feel bad for inviting you, man. What happened? You know what it was your wife, man. She's like, you're supposed to be celebrating my birthday, not driving. And she's just, she's throwing that bad mojo, man. You're like, you're wrecking, and you couldn't get nothing going. And that's what it probably was, man. But I can't believe she let you race, man. What happened, man? Would you bribe her or something? Give her an extra 100? Say, here, honey, go to the mall or something, what happened? How did that work out, man? And what happened to your drive tonight, man? I thought for sure we'd see you up in the top 5, man.
Yeah, no, the wife was kind enough to let me race, which was good. But I got turned around there at the start, and we got a little bit of damage on the back, which sort of hurt the aero. And I hung on to stay out with that, and come in to do a slightly early pit stop and fix the damage and put some more softs on, and they put wets on it. I mixed up somehow there, so I had to come back in and put the softs back on after one lap. And then I just made a couple of mistakes, mainly every time I was sort of get my pit stop, bring up that window, start thinking about other things, and end up careering off the road somewhere. And just like I said, just couldn't get it to come together at all today.
I guess not. But I figured with a wide track like this, it would be something that you would enjoy, especially with the LMP1s. They're fast, they're racy, they're real responsive. Unlike the car that you showed me that video of that the other night. That car was, oh my God. So I figured you'd have a good run with this. But man, I mean, this is
just simple mistakes, Johnny.
Okay.
Simple mistakes. The guys in front were way too fast. Yeah, they were really quick.
Yeah, they certainly were, man. But overall, what's your assessment of tonight's race?
3 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it's
Especially with a
very
crap
enjoyable
car,
and,
especially with a hard car to drive, you know. Or yeah, I hear you, man. Well, Mr. Hayne, I got to tell you, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you coming. You know, again, tell your wife happy birthday for us. I had posted something.
oh. I want to drop out, Johnny.
I posted something on her Facebook page, you know, just basically wishing her happy birthday and stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate her letting you race tonight, man. Even though, you know, whatever. Well, we'll have more races coming up here, man. You know, so you have your chance again to shine like you normally do. But again, thank you for coming, sir. I appreciate your time. You know, and we'll see you tomorrow, or the next day, man. But yeah, well done.
Thank you for the invite and congratulations to the 3.
All right, there
And
you have it.
finished. Everyone have finished. Everyone
Everyone who finished, and even those who didn't. All right, well, that's going to be it for tonight. I think that's everybody. Yeah, I did pretty much interviewed everybody. Yeah, what can I tell you, man? What a race tonight. Again, you know, we just want to say, you know, we're praying for Mackie. We're praying for those guys out there, you know, in the UK, going through this sickness that's going around. You know, it's kind of, you know, mind-numbing, all this negative. So, you know, when we escape to this kind of reality here, you know, I just want people to know that, you know, there is another, you know, there's a little bit of joy out here. You know, we're trying to make some smiles on some faces instead of some tears and some sorrow. And, you know, hopefully we did that for you tonight. You know, we try to bring some good action, man, and we got it. We you know, Texas Time, the Spy, you know, everybody that participated in it, man, you know, gave what they could, except Dale. But for the most part, yeah, you know, we got our money's worth tonight. And you know, again, if you're watching or if you did watch, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, man. You know, Wallace and I, you know, we do this because we love it, not because we have to, not because we want to, because we love it, man. I mean, you know, I just love racing, and I love hanging out with guys like yourselves. You know, my bros in motorsport. You know, just y'all bring me the joy that I've lost. So, yeah. With that said, 6 Johnny, Wallace the dog, say good night for now. We're still on this break, so yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do next. Now I'm kind of lost. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say, hey, you know what? I'll see you when I see you. So adios, amigos, and we'll see y'all, I don't know, soon, real soon. Maybe Zebra has something planned, but I doubt it. You never know. Zebra's kind of weird like that. He says he does, but he might not. Maybe